Let's see, how far in are we? 18 seconds up. There's Bees. Right when I start the show, Beazle wakes up. He's already been out this morning, so he might be all right. Let me just see what he does. Love him, man. He's so cute. I love him. Oh, there's the notifications. We are live. I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, H.A. Goodman, we hate that liar. Don't hate H.A. Goodman because he lies to his audience, okay? When H.A. Goodman looks in his camera and says Trump won, he's lying. And that's a problem. And I love H.A. Goodman as a person, you know. But as a news provider, hi Sonia Roland Lawson, Roger Evans, and Kat. What's up, everybody? It's a horrible disservice to lie to your audience. And what's even worse, though, is when your audience believes you and then they act on your lies. And that's what I see with H.A. Goodman. And it's too bad. He's telling everybody they all need to, everybody needs to subscribe to his channel because we all have to fight this election. It's I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is funny, MZTQ. It is funny and it's disappointing. Patricio, what's up, buddy? How are you? I like that name, Patricio Guillermo Gregorio. You been lifting, son? Been bulking up there? I can see it. I can see them ripples. Barry, what's up? Thank you for keeping it real. Evan, right on. What do you think about the new president, Cody Stockton? We don't have a new president yet. How am I supposed to tell you how I think about the new president and he hasn't even had served 1 day in office? You got to wait for the other president to leave. That's not until January 20th. Ask me if you get on January 21st, Cody. I work with people that believe this. I broadcast to people that believe this. How's she's going today? Hey, Arnold, it's going good. Hey, Nick. We're going to watch a little bit of dissemination from H.A. Goodman, and I want you guys to realize that he disseminates, he lies, he obfuscates, he makes excuses. I don't know which one I'm going to go with. I might just... Let's go with... Let me get rid of these. Let's go with this one. He manipulates his audience, and he throws things at his audience that are dog whistles to trigger them into following him, believing him, supporting him. When he used to cover Bernie Sanders, he told the truth all the time. And now that he has to cover Donald Trump, he lies all the time. That's what happens when you hang your hat, on a dictator's hat rack. And that's what he's doing. Me and my partner tuning in from Ireland. Right on, Denise. Tell your partner I said hi. I hope she's doing great. Oh, don't listen to me. I'm just an asshole. The beard looks good. Thanks, Cody. I think the beard looks stellar, but okay, I'll take good. The judges say they'll take good. You're lucky. If I was one of those judges, I don't know. Anyone else on Facebook get a tab above the chat to see election results? Yeah, I've been seeing that. Is that the guy that's coming on your show? I don't know if he's going to come on the show now, man. We'll see. Yes, that's the guy. Seen the latest of what Graham Allen's saying? Trump's still winning. I don't know who Graham Allen is. He sounds like a nobody. Jake, you're going to have to tell me. I'm glad that the current asshole will be leaving. I sincerely hope they drag him out kicking and screaming, says Brian Hampton. Right on, Brian. Blue! Billy, what's up, buddy? I caught you this early. Yeah, I didn't do a show last night. I went to bed. I was depressed. You know, when I'm depressed, I just go to sleep. I thought about doing a show, and I wanted to talk about this last night. And I fucking went to bed, and I was like, fuck it. Barry! As a voter of Trump for the first time around, my opinion quickly changed from pride to amazement. Amazement? Shock? Shock and disgust, maybe? Up and running, says Bell. Aaron eyed, that beard is fantastic. Aaron, that's what I'm talking about. When I take the time to straighten it and style it and make it look beautiful, that's so much better than good. It's fantastic. And I agree, Aaron. Yeah, the judges totally agree with you. I don't even have to look back there. Nah, they're cheering. I have to wash my beard every day, but with conditioner and put beard oil in it. Is your beard like that too? Well, I take a shower every day, Evan. You know, it's not that I have to, it's that I do. Everyone should shower or bathe every day. And yeah, I put conditioner in it. And beard oil, yes. Patrick John Welder says, you're fired. From now on, anytime anybody says you're fired, you should say it like you're speaking in Donald Trump's voice. You're fired. You're fired, you son of a bitch. Why is my voice gone? Was I screaming? Brian Hampton, currently smoking Suicide Haze and UK cheese. Right on, Brian. Are you in the UK, Brian? I'm so happy, says Jacob. I'm happy for you, Jacob. David, I understand the first Trump election. He felt like a hand grenade, but for the life of me, I don't get why they voted the second time. I'm shaving my beard today for Remembrance Day. Okay, not me. I won't be doing that. I'm going to refresh the chat because I don't believe that there's only 19 people here, even though it is only 6 o'clock in the morning. What am I thinking? There probably are only 19 people here. But let me refresh the chat. If you sent a chat, it might not have gone through in the last minute. Just so you know, the chats they go into the chat netherworld. What would that be called? Oh, 28, yeah. See, I was neglecting 10 of you. Anyhow, I went to sleep depressed last night. I woke up feeling a lot better this morning. It's, you know, it's the loneliness, man. It's really getting to me. But that's what's going on with me. And anyway, doing these videos helps me a lot to get out of that feeling. And this video right here, you're going to see me get into a totally different frame of mind after he starts speaking. Because this is a man that I love. This is a man that I look up to. And that he's an inspiration for me. And it's heartbreaking for me to watch him do this. So,
ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Democrats demand ironclad proof, absolute evidence of a grandiose plot before they can admit that they engage in cheating. The same thing took place with Bernie Sanders in 2016. I used to be the biggest Bernie Sanders booster.
I want to answer what he said there. I'll go ahead and I'll be making comments on this. He said
of a grandiose.
He said Democrats require a grandiose scheme before they'll investigate.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Democrats demand ironclad proof.
Okay, and I know he's upset. I know he's not thinking clearly. So I'm going to explain why. The reason why, H.A. Goodman, is because this was not a close election. I mean, I wouldn't call it a landslide, but 4.2, I think, million people is a lot of people. That's why they require evidence of some massive cheating. I don't understand why he doesn't understand that. 4 million votes. That's going to be hard to explain out of. But let's keep going.
Absolute evidence of a grandiose plot before they can admit that they engage in cheating. The same thing took place with Bernie Sanders in 2016. I used to be the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post.
That's how I fell in love with him.
I was the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post.
That's how he won me over.
2016, before the DNC emails, all I heard from all the left-leaning, progressive,
Hey, Karsten. Hey, Jesse.
and Democratic Party journalists was the following. They said, well, where's the evidence? There's no evidence. Obviously.
Aaron, I just said this, and I'm going to address this because it is such a stupid comment. Gore was the projected winner in 2000. 37 days later, the other candidate, George Bush, took office. So it's really hard to tell what's going to happen. Aaron, you're a fucking idiot, okay? You're a fucking idiot, just like H.A. Goodman is being. 4 million votes, dude. 4.2 million, okay? The 2000 vote was 500, you fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up. Shut your fat fucking mouth on my live stream. You think you're gonna tell me something, motherfucker? You're a cunt, okay? Shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Jesus fucking Christ, dude, you're an idiot.
They're not cheating Bernie Sanders. No, they're not cheating Bernie Sanders. Then the DNC emails came out. Oh my God, they had the freak out. They blamed Russia for 4 years. Zero evidence anyone conspired with Russia to hack the DNC to inform the country that Bernie Sanders was cheated. Debbie Wasserman Schultz was forced to resign in disgrace. Then they spent 4 years saying that they lost because of Russia.
I'm glad you laughed because it's a joke. But seriously, bro, you need to fucking think, bro. You need to think before you ask a stupid fucking question like that. Hey, Aaron, what's the difference between 500 people and 4 million people voting against you? 390,000, 995. Was that correct? I'll never be called a cunt by another grown man. Aaron, you're a fucking cunt. I'm a grown man. Look, Big Daddy's all grown up, motherfucker. You're a cunt. All right, you're a fucking cunt. You're a dumb cunt. Yeah, you're getting called a cunt by a grown man, bitch. Oh, and you got called a bitch, too. Aaron, you're a cunt.
And Facebook ads and the DNC emails.
500,
Putin
really?
hacked the DNC
500 votes in 2000.
Specifically to
fucking
right-wing
talking point
that
cunt.
Bernie was cheated. And then they still don't believe that he was cheated.
I'll never
now
be called a cunt.
You have
just got called a
statistical
cunt.
anomalies. It's impossible, based on early voting, for Democrats to have surged in Michigan.
Aaron says, I'm glad you made it clear we can voice what we want, but you shut it out and call me a cunt when I do. I don't shut you out. You're an idiot. You said something dumb. You made a stupid comment. I blew your comment out of the water. Okay? I'm sure if I did a poll, everyone would agree with me and not a single person would agree with you. But I'm not going to shame you like that. You need to just shut your fat fucking mouth because you said something stupid. Yeah, I will enjoy my life. Aaron, take off, you fucking cunt. I'm not going to miss you. I don't miss cunts like you. Get out of here, you shit talker. Get out of here. You got called a cunt by a grown man. How's it feel? Fucking
and
idiot.
Especially in Arizona and,
all right, cheers, guys.
And in Georgia, in North Carolina. Georgia and Arizona Republicans
Carson's another grown man. He called you a cunt too.
In early voting.
Anybody else?
That's according to
look.
Target Smart.
For anybody just tuning in, I want you to know why I called Aaron Ide a cunt. Okay, on my live stream, I called him a cunt because he proposed that in 2000 there was a difference in the vote of 500 votes. It went down to Florida. I know because I lived in the state of Florida and I was really upset about that when it happened. You know, I remember having an argument with my sister because she didn't vote in that election. And I partially blamed her. Let me tell you something. I remember it way more vividly than you do. There were 500 fucking votes. Now there's 4 million. He literally brought up the fact that no one knew who the president was in 2037 days until 37 days after the event. So because of what happened in 2000, we can't possibly know who the real president is now with a discrepancy of 4.2 million. And the 0.2 is 200,000, not 500. You fucking dumb cunt idiot. That's why I'm calling him a cunt, everybody. So you know, he is a cunt. He's an idiot.
So in Michigan, there was a slight disparity, and Democrats were slightly above. If Target Smart is wrong, that's a different issue. But TargetSmart is a data analytics firm that was cited all throughout like the election with NBC News, all these people. So they're, according to their numbers, and a whole bunch of YouTubers and everyone looking at the election looked at TargetSmart saying, okay,
we're going to talk about TargetSmart. TargetSmart. Did Pennsylvania make it a landslide? No, it's not a landslide victory. A landslide to me would have been if 30 million people voted for Donald Trump and 150 million voted for Joe Biden. That would have been a landslide to me. When you got one candidate with 70 or 71 million and the other candidate with 74 million, not a landslide. It's kind of close when you're talking about 145 million people. It's kind of close. Break it down. Break it down. All right. 140, let's say 145 million people voted. Right? Let's break that down to 145 people. Let's say 145 people voted. Okay? 71 of them voted for one. 74, 75 of them voted for the other. Does that sound like a fucking landslide to you? David Johnson, does that sound like a landslide to you? Of course not. It's not. A landslide would have been like, that's a massive amount compared to a very small amount. You can't call this. EJ Shaw says media can't call the election. Well, officially, EJ, you're correct, but they did because they know who won. Do you understand that? 4 million more votes. They know who won. So even though you're right, they can't officially call the election, they did, and Americans have accepted it. It was a big bitch slapping, Brian. Yeah, it was a wake-up call for Republicans, definitely. Nicholas Montgomery says Trump won, and he spelled the word won wrong. Nicholas Montgomery, you're gonna keep spamming it. I'm just gonna block you from my live stream because you're lying. Trump lost, and we all know he lost. You can't come in and lie on my live stream. I mean, if you come in and I'm playing this video and you agree with H.A. Goodman that Trump won, you're gonna get blocked. He's lying to his audience. The man, it's like when your football team loses the game and you're after the game, you're out in the parking lot saying, my team won. Dude, the game's over, bro. Dude, have you never been exposed to sports before? That was the one thing you should have taken away from sports, was the whole losing thing, I guess all Republicans have always won every sport that they've ever played. They always pick the winning teams, too. Fraud will be exposed and dealt with. EJ Shaw, will it be exposed on the scope of 4 million, 4.2 million? Media can't call the election. We've already stated this. They can't call the election. They don't need to call the election. It was blatant. More people voted for Joe Biden than voted for Donald Trump. That's how elections work. So EJ Shaw, the fact that you don't like it, the fact that you don't like the outcome, that doesn't change reality. It might in your brain, but for the rest of us, we're all looking at President-elect Biden right now. And guess what, EJ Shaw? If you're an American, January 21st, Joe Biden is your president. Oh, God, that's going to sting. That's going to fucking sting. Stick around, buddy. I mean, stick around till at least January 21st. Please, come back on January 21st so I can tell you those words, okay? Joe Biden is your president. Can't wait. Evan's like, sorry, but Trump lost fair and square. I don't trust any government people there. You spelled the word there wrong, Bill, right? It's THEY apostrophe RE. They are all corrupt and don't give a fuck about the American people, just them goddamn selves, but that's just my own opinion. Bill Wright, well, I agree with you. I don't trust any government people. They're all corrupt, and I agree with you, bro. They are. I'm just glad that Donald Trump is fired. You're fired. You're fired. And all of your supporters, they're fired too. You're all fired. You think I'm a cunt, and I still think you're an interesting man. I don't agree with a lot of your beliefs, but I still enjoy listening and understand your side of things. Wouldn't call you a cunt when I don't agree, though. Good luck with everything. Aaron, you got called a cunt for being a fucking liar. Do you understand that? You can't come on my live stream and lie to my audience and not get called out for it. You know that. You've been watching me for 3 years. You fucking lied to me and my audience, and you're lying to yourself. You'll figure it out. You know, Joe Biden will be your president on January 21st. Him or Kamala Harris will be your president. You know, I'm not saying Joe Biden's going to make it to January 21st. But Kamala Harris will. And if he's not there, she will be your president. So just fucking accept it, man. These are just facts, man. Well, you know, when your football team loses, you accept it and you get on with it, so you don't have to be so upset about it. You guys are going to be upset about this for the next 4 fucking years if you go on like this, man. I'm trying to save you the trouble, man. Do you understand? I'm trying to help you. It's like you're having a nightmare and I'm waking you, I'm shaking you, and I'm trying to get you to wake up out of it. You know? Do you understand that? I'm your friend, man. Yeah, I call you a cunt out of love because you said something a cunt would say. The fact that you've been watching my show for fucking 3 years, I love that. What I said was true, Aaron. I'm going to have to scroll up. I'm going to have to scroll up and reassess what you said. Here. Gore was the projected winner in 2000. That's true. 37 days later, the other candidate took office, Bush. I'm assuming that's true. I don't know how many days it was. So it's really hard to tell what's going to happen. That's the fucking lie, Aaron! So it's really hard to tell what's going to happen? That's the fucking lie, Aaron. It's not hard. Joe Biden will be your president, all right? He won the election. They can recount it all they want. You're not going to find 4.2 million fake votes for Joe Biden. Maybe you'll find 100. You know, maybe you'll find 600. Maybe you'll find 7,000. Is that going to outweigh the 4.2 million, Aaron? You're a liar. It's not opinion. No, you're a fucking liar. No, it's not opinion. It's a fucking lie. You didn't state it as an opinion. You stated it as fact. And this is why I get so angry with people on here, because you don't realize what you say. You say, so it's really hard to tell what's going to happen. That is a lie. Okay, those are your words. So it's really hard to tell what's going to happen. You see that? So here, look. So it's really hard to tell what's going to happen. Bruh, Donald Trump lost the election. Joe Biden won by 4.2 million votes. You can recount. You can charge it. You can take it to the Supreme Court all you want. You and this man right here are having a real hard time accepting reality. And like I said before, it's like you're in a nightmare and I'm shaking you and I'm trying to wake you up out of it. I'm your friend, bro. I'm your friend, man. You're having a fucking nightmare. If you think Donald Trump is going to be your president for 4 more years, you're having a nightmare. Okay? Dale Allen Miller Jr., I love you too, brother. Thank you for saying that to me. Listen to what this guy just said. Dale Allen Miller. I'm going to do a bonger for you, bro. He said, dude, I voted for Trump, and still love your show. It is what it is. Hope they figure this out. Whoever won, just. Dude, I hear what you're trying to say, and I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, Dale Allen Miller Jr. Thank you. So you're a junior. I like that. I'm a second. I just found out. See that? There's a junior. I'm a second. Ah, I got it now. All right. Nay's dangerously honest, says Billy. He says, that's all. If you look fat in that dress, he'll tell you. But you'll get to the party looking elegant. That's well stated, Billy. I love it. Exactly. We're not going to wear that dress. We're going to put you in the tight jeans and the halter top. That's way better. You know, of course, she will get half of 300 million. Okay, yeah, the Trump divorce is going to be awesome. Of course, she will get half of 300 million of debt. David, dude, that was fucking hilarious. David Johnson, hilarious. You're correct, Nay. He will be president. He's already President-elect Biden. You know, I mean, what are you going to do? His correct title right now is President-elect Biden. President-elect Joe Biden. What are you going to fucking do? The ball has already crossed the goddamn end zone, man. You know, it's already, or it's missed the goalposts, or whatever it is. But it's already fumbled, and that linebacker picked it up and is walking it into the end zone. And there's nothing your entire team can do about it. You know, it's 4.2 million votes. And every time they tally up more votes, it goes more towards Biden, more towards Biden, more towards Biden. You're telling me every single one of those votes is fake? Yeah, let's go back to when it was even. All right? And let's start counting right now. Biden's still going to fucking win. I apologize for putting a hold on your show over something, Sicily. Aaron, listen, brother. I love you for saying this. Look, and I love the fact that you're still here talking to me. Listen, bro. I call you a cunt, and I would never do that to your face. Okay? I'm on a show. I'm playing a character, and it's just fun, and it's funny. You got used in the show because you said something silly, and I grabbed it, and I used it against you. It's a show, bro. You know, I'm so proud of the fact that you've been watching me for 3 fucking years. I don't want to lose you as a viewer, and I hope you decide to stay. And if I call any of you guys cunts ever, don't take it personally, man. We're just fucking getting high and having fun, and the fact that we've got this internet between us, it lets us fucking talk shit, and that's fun. We're fucking stuck in our homes. We've all got this COVID shit. We just went through this massive fucking election. It wore on all of us. Everybody's feeling it. You know, and on top of that, I got my own fucking issues going on over here. John Craig says, we don't. I don't know what we don't means. I'm so sorry. Christy Steele Simon says, goodbye. Christy Steele, are you saying goodbye to Donald Trump? Anyway, let's keep watching H.A. Goodman. I hope Aaron heard that. I'm a big cunt. Shane says I'm a big cunt. We're upset. You're a cunt. I'm a cunt too. Watching Trump flailing these last few weeks should be good entertainment. Steve Running. John Craig, take it personal. I don't take it personally. Good, John. Good. Trump gonna be butthurt when they put his ass. I guarantee you, as many times as Rob Mulligan or Mike Pasquarello or Dino or any of us have ever been in an argument face to face, I've never called them cunts to their faces, and I would never do that. I don't think I've ever called anyone a cunt to their face. I don't think I ever have. It's a word I use on this show because it's funny and it's fun. Goodbye, Den. Oh, goodbye, Den 2020. Gotcha. That's funny. Goodbye, Den. Did you make that up? I love it, man. That should be hashtagged. Oh, it was instinct to take offense, but then I realized it wasn't personal. Right, man. Aaron, good, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. And understand, bro, you stepped into the line of fire because it's literally what we're talking about, is his inability to accept this loss. It, you know, once it hit 2 million, once the discrepancy was 2 million, I remember the 2000 was only 500 people. Can you imagine that? It came to fuck down to 500 fucking people during an election one year, guys. This is 4.2 million people discrepancy. Donald Trump lost the goddamn election. And let me tell you something. H.A. Goodman likes to say that 70 million people aren't going to put up with being beaten by being cheated by 74.1 million. 74.2 million people aren't going to allow your little baby asses to fucking get away with trying to act like little bitches. Let me tell you something. I might not be one of those 74.2 million people. I'm not. But I fucking support them, so you can add one more motherfucker to their ranks. I support all those motherfuckers. And if you guys can't accept the fight, and let me tell you something. If Donald Trump had swept this election, I'd be supporting all the Trump supporters in winning this election. I'd say you won the election fair and square. I wouldn't be supporting your candidate. I'm not supporting the Democrat candidate. I'll call him a fucking cunt. I'll call her a fucking cunt. I'll call his wife Jill a fucking cunt. I'll call his whole family cunts. I don't give a fuck. You guys know where I stand politically. It's all a joke. That's why I grow a garden. You know, I'm hoping it holds together. The more I think about it, I was like, man, I'm gonna miss coffee creamer. Yeah, that's one thing I'm really gonna miss. When the world goes to shit and I can't fucking dial up Amazon and get my fucking coffee creamer delivered to my door, I'm really gonna miss that. What are you gonna miss? I want you guys to all name one thing you're gonna miss if the economy and society collapses. That means you're not gonna have internet, you're not gonna have television, you're not gonna have radio, you're not gonna have electricity delivered to your house. You're not going to have water pumped to your fucking faucets. That kind of day. What are you going to miss? You tell me. You know, I would think it would be tap water. I would think it would be something like flushable toilets. I'm just throwing stuff out there for you. I'm totally going to miss coffee creamer. You know why? Because my toilets are still going to flush. I'm still going to have fucking tap water. I'm still going to have electricity. But I want to know, what are you guys going to miss when everything goes to shit? A nice hot bath, says Evan. I'm going to miss video games and my Xbox, says Evan. David Johnson says, Biden is going to be a weak president going against a Republican Senate. We in for a ride. Yes, he's got no power. Luckily, we get to keep our firearms. So, hey, I knew this going in, guys. I knew this going in. I'm a Second Amendment. I'm a First Amendment supporter. I'm a Second Amendment soldier. So understand that. I would probably die on either fucking front. So when you start talking about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris trying to take your guns away over school shootings, COVID fixed school shootings. COVID and the internet fixed school shootings. We no longer have school shootings, so we can now keep our guns. I miss this show. We'll have to come visit. Dale, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Damn, you're right. Once again, it's going to happen. Gonna miss your show. Oh, you're gonna miss my show! Oh, I love you guys. Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. All of a sudden, archery class wasn't such a weenie idea after all, right? Medicine would be most to miss over here. Oh, that's the sweetest thing. You guys are going to miss my show most of all. Oh, I would think it would be running water, but oh, man. I love you guys. Last night was really rough for me, man. It was hard. I fucking got up in that bed, fucking curled up. You know, my dog got up in bed with me, and I was just so fucking alone up on this mountain, just like all curled up. This tiny little human being all by himself. Ugh. Fucking sucked, man. I was like, I'm in no condition to do this show. I was like, I was going to come out and rag on H.A. Goodman some more. It needs to be done. This needs to be heard. You guys need to learn. He's getting so popular. And I'm happy for him. I am. I want him to be popular. But I want him to be popular with the correct message. You know? I'm going to call him on every fucking lie that he tells. And we're going to go through this video. We're going to have fun, man. This is going to be a fun show. And we're going to go through this video, and I'm going to fucking call him out. And you guys are going to be like, Nay knows the shit. And H.A. Goodman is totally lying to his audience. But let's continue, shall we? I want to do a bong hit and sip my coffee, and let's keep going.
Republicans are actually outperforming. There were articles written in Politico, in other publications saying, okay, Republicans are actually doing better in terms of mail-in voting than thought. And in some cases, they're up.
Right. Right.
So where do these ballots come from?
In some cases, they're up. H.A. Goodman doesn't tell you how many cases. He doesn't say you up by how far or how prevalent those cases were. He doesn't because they weren't. So he's not necessarily lying to his audience. He only gives them the facts of one that support. This is called straw manning. So he strawmans all day. He builds this argument based on facts that really don't support his argument. But they're facts. Right? Can be very confusing for his 200,000 fucking subscribers. While I have, I have 40 people watching me when I go live. He has fucking 2,000 to 3,000 people watching him when he goes live. You guys need to share my video out there. You need to get me out there. My voice needs to be heard. It's the correct one. I'm not in competition with him, but to supplement him, right? As an appendix to him, okay? I'm not saying take him down and stifle his voice. I'm letting you hear his voice on my show almost every fucking day. I support him. I support him in saying what he feels like he has to say. But god damn it, we need to fucking get through to him. You know? One fucking heart and one mind at a time.
The question. The answer could very well be with Richard Hopkins. Richard Hopkins is a whistleblower.
Okay, Richard Hopkins is a whistleblower. He works for the post office. Richard Hopkins filed an affidavit. He claims that his supervisor instructed him and everybody else and other supervisors at the post office to back postmark ballots. Now, there's a couple of layers to this, and I'm going to go through them with you right now. Number one, okay, that's cheating. Ballots are only good through the day of the election. After that, they need to be discarded. If that's true, that's a problem. Okay. Number two, they're ballots. Those are votes, and that's how people voted. That means some of those votes were going to be Trump votes too. They weren't saying only okay the Biden ballots. They weren't opening the ballots and then back postmarking them. They were postmarking them and then opening them, right? So, still shady, not the correct procedure, but just full context here. He's not giving it. I'm going to give you full context. Number three, 4.2 million votes. Is this going to equal 4.2 million votes? How many other incidents of like that, what he's going to tell you about right now, would it take to equal 4.2 million votes? Fine. Okay. Was it 4.2 million votes? Okay. I'll give you the 4.2 million. I'm going to talk to you like Tucker Carlson now. I'm going to talk like I'm eating the inside of my mouth and it tastes really good. I'm enjoying it while I'm eating it. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take back the 4.2 million votes. We're going to take back those 4.2 million votes and we're going to start from right now. And now we're going to watch the votes as they come in and they're counted and see who wins. And guess what? It's fucking Joe Biden. Still winning. The votes are still coming in and it's still fucking Joe Biden. They're still counting them. And every time it's Biden, 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 Biden. So I gave you your 4.2 million. There you go. I'm giving it to you, HA. You don't have to cry about it anymore. I just gave it to you. He's still losing. Trump is still losing.
Very similar to the people that came out of the woodwork that were celebrated and championed and protected.
Tina says, what about the Sharpie pens used in PA? Guess what, Tina? They're accepting Sharpie pens. Did you not research it? Go Google it. The Pennsylvania, the person in charge of elections there, I forgot her title, the election general, she's accepting Sharpie pens, and she instructed everyone to accept them. What about it? Would that have equaled fucking 4.2 million, Tina? Were there 4.2 million more votes in Pennsylvania, Tina?
Protected. That media coddled when they said, well, yeah, we don't like Trump, and he was trying to influence and pressure Zelensky of Ukraine, when even President Zelensky stated, no one was pressuring me. They impeached.
He says that really fast. Even when President Zelensky says no one was pressuring me, they still impeached Donald Trump. Well, that's kind of funny, huh? The guy said he's not doing it, and yet they still impeached him, and the impeachment went through, and he got impeached. So he was breaking the law. He was soliciting. And they caught him. And it doesn't matter what Zelensky says. Zelensky was in cahoots with Donald Trump. Of course he would protect him and say, I wasn't feeling pressure. They were doing a little business deal together. But H.A. Goodman has never mentioned that. He just says the fact, this is called straw manning once again. He just says the fact that Zelensky says, I wasn't feeling any pressure. So that means that, Donald Trump was improperly impeached. No, it doesn't. Donald Trump broke the fucking law.
Trump, they impeached the president on the circumstantial evidence of a transcript,
yes,
and the opinion of
yes,
quote-unquote whistleblowers that
yes,
came out of the United States
That's
government.
what whistleblowers do.
If that's the
whistleblowers don't always have evidence. Very often a whistleblower will just be able to give an affidavit or speak or say what they witnessed. He knows that, but he tries to use that another piece of straw to build this argument, guys. He's got so many pieces of straw. So many moments.
Case, then you have to have Richard Hopkins, and this is how President Trump could win back what's rightfully his, what he already won. James O'Keefe and Veritas have this person who is a whistleblower, very courageous, very noble, Richard Hopkins. He's a USPS employee. Okay? Breaking. Here is the signed affidavit from Erie, Pennsylvania, USPS whistleblower Richard Hopkins that is now in the hands of Senator Lindsey Graham of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Hit subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends about this channel. Get this channel to 200,000 subs. We're over 150 right now. Let's get to 200,000. Subscribe to the newsletter. Go to hagoodman.com. The link is below in the description and also within the pinned comment.
Do it. Do what he says.
If you want to support my voice long term, I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding.
Follow him, and maybe we can get through to him.
Left-leaning votes.
And bring him back to the Bernie Sanders frame of mind,
I support President Trump. He was a fantastic president. I voted for him. And he's getting the Bernie Sanders treatment. They're trying to cheat him. But this is, in addition to Rudy Giuliani's lawsuits, and I think that his lawsuits are fantastic. The left is, like, hilarious.
His lawsuits are fantastic.
They live off of snark. And, see, the thing is, you cheat all the time. Everybody knows you're cheating. And it's just a matter now of making a much bigger story about Bernie Sanders and Bernie Sanders in 2020
no longer
cheating in Iowa, and the fact that they're known to cheat. So it's a statistical anomaly. It's impossible, based on early voting, for them to have
Right on, James Simon. Well said. Now, H.A. Goodman says, likes to talk a lot about the Democrats cheating. And Democrats cheat. Absolutely. Republicans cheat as well. And for those of you guys who aren't familiar with it, I'm just going to mention a couple times. It might refresh your memory. Mitch McConnell spent 8 years blocking judge appointments from Barack Obama and laughed and laughed and laughed about it. Donald Trump overthrows the balance of the Supreme Court. And if that's not fucking cheating, I don't know what is. You know, it's the president's responsibility to keep that Supreme Court balanced. You know, and when you have a preponderance of one side, you put in someone from the other side. Someone who's reasonable from the other side. That's how you keep the Supreme Court balanced. The Supreme Court only works when it's fucking balanced. That's America only works when politics are balanced. You know, this is fucking cheating at the highest level. Donald Trump scuttled the USPS. He took blue mailboxes off the street to make it harder for people in poor areas to vote. How is that not cheating? I'm sorry, I'm yelling. People tend to tune out when I yell. Donald Trump appointed a postmaster who started taking away sorting machines from post offices all around the country to slow down the post service in this country. How is that not cheating? So you want to say the Democrats cheat? Fine. The Democrats cheat. I'll give you that. I stopped, you know, they cheated fucking Bernie Sanders. I stopped calling myself a Democrat a long time ago. But it's funny how when he's building this fucking man of straw, he never seems to mention that the fucking Republicans and Donald Trump cheat out their fucking asses. Fucking Donald Trump wrote a whole goddamn book about it. Donald Trump doesn't pay his fucking, his contractors. He rips them off all the time. It's what he does. He's claimed bankruptcy 7 times. That's cheating the people that you owe money to. He's a fucking cheater. He's a fucking cheat. And H.A. Goodman doesn't see that. Isn't it crazy? Isn't that weird?
Have come back in red states.
Isn't that weird? Shout out Jimmy Dore. Shout out Steph Zamorano. Love you both. Check out the Jimmy Dore show on YouTube. What?
Then you have President Trump doing better than expected everywhere. Republicans actually taking seats in the House and keeping the Senate.
Right, we're going to talk about that.
And then President Trump winning Ohio and Florida. But here,
Right.
Lindsey Graham, if Lindsey Graham wants to help the president, what Lindsey Graham needs to do, and what Mitch McConnell need to do, is they need to, well, Lindsey Graham's Senate Judiciary Committee. So Richard Hopkins has to testify immediately before the Senate Judiciary, because the evidence is, if there's one Richard Hopkins, how many more USPS employees do we have? We already have somebody in Michigan saying the same thing. What took place is that their supervisors at the post office told them to backdate ballots that were received after November 3rd. Any ballots received after November 3rd were not supposed to be counted. And what Richard Hopkins and the whistleblower in Michigan that Ronna McDaniel has, what these people have been saying is, hey, you know what? Our supervisors have been telling us when we had a batch of ballots that were obviously received after the deadline, we were just supposed to backdate them. Well,
did you guys feel that? Did you feel that? When Billy Ballantyne said he's getting audited now hard, did you feel that? Yeah. Imagine that. Donald Trump and his entire family and all of his fucking buddies now getting audited by the IRS as they start to uncover all of the corruption and all of the enriching that they've done for themselves, right? Using the presidency and abusing the presidency. Imagine what Ivanka and Donald and all of his friends that haven't been fucking brought up on charges yet. Imagine how they're all feeling right now. That little thing that we just felt there for a second, that Donald Trump's being audited right now by the IRS, and he no longer has the presidency. January 21st, he doesn't have the presidency to protect him anymore. And he knows that, and Ivanka knows that, and Jared Kushner knows that, and Donald Trump Jr. knows that, and Eric Trump knows that, and fucking Melania knows that, and all of their friends know that. Imagine, it's going to be this slow burn that they're all feeling now, where their blood pressure is just going higher and higher and higher. And how much do you guys want to bet? I'm going to put this down right now. One of them is going to take themselves out. You watch. It might not be a Trump, but it's going to be somebody really close. And everybody's going to be like, what the fuck? And we're all going to be like, Nate was right. Oh my God. Watch. Watch.
It's illegal. Now, it's not illegal for the whistleblower to come out and say this because he very well didn't know exactly what was taking place. But there's a lot of people who are just, doing their job, listening to the supervisor, and when they find out what's going on, yeah, they're saving the country. You can't cheat and get away with it forever, Democrats. And so this isn't Bernie Sanders. This is Trump. President Trump fights back. So the issue now is you need to publicize people who see wrongdoing, who see blatant cheating.
We counted the votes, MRTR. We counted the votes. Yeah, Biden really won. It's 4.2 million more votes. Do you understand how that works, voting? It's just a question of numbers.
And then when Democrats say, well, where's the evidence? Richard Hopkins has the evidence in a sworn affidavit. He's not going to sign.
Now, okay, here we go. Now, let's say I commit a crime, but then I go swear in an affidavit that I didn't do it. I mean, look, just because you swear an affidavit doesn't mean that it happened. That's not proof. That's not evidence. H.A. Goodman is going to call that evidence. He's going to say that that sworn affidavit is evidence that this corruption has taken place. It's totally not. It's just one person saying something at the risk of going to jail if they get caught, which might happen. It could happen, or they could be telling the truth, but it's not, doesn't make it factual.
Sworn affidavit without evidence. You also have Republicans not being allowed to see votes being counted. And there's a whole bunch of irregularities with glitches, software glitches. Then the rebuttal is, well, you know what? That's just circumstantial evidence. That's not going to swing the whole election. Well, when you have a whole bunch of people being told to backdate, a whole bunch of postal workers, a whole bunch of people being told to backdate ballots received after a deadline, how many...
That, once again, could also have Trump votes in them because they're just legitimate ballots that are late.
Thousands of votes. President Trump lost by a tiny...
And wasn't it Donald Trump who slowed the mail down for all of us? Press number 1 if you experienced a slowdown in the USPS this year after Donald Trump started dicking with it. I'm going to be the first one to put up my number 1. I was trying to ship out paint oil to my mother, and it got lost. An 8-ounce paint oil to my mother got fucking thrown in a dumpster. There's my number 1. Press number 1 if you experienced a slowdown in the USPS. Let me tell you something. Because of that, I'm okay with them backdating late ballots. Now, press number 3 if you're okay with them backdating late ballots, now that we know that Donald Trump was the one who fucked up the Postal Service and one of those ballots are coming in late. It's because of Donald Trump. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yelling. I'm sorry, I'm yelling. I know that I lose people when I yell. I'm so sorry. Press number 3 if now that you realize that Donald Trump was the one responsible for slowing the mail down, if you're okay with them backdating those fucking ballots. Number 3 right here, man. Dale Earnhardt all fucking day. Number 3 for I'm yelling again. I'm so sorry. I have a tendency. I am a fucker. I am a fucker.info. I am a fucker.info. Fucker.info. That's my buddy's That's my buddy's website. Check him out, fucker. FUCR. Freedom Union Cannabis Revolution. Check him out. Mayor Giuliani did a press conference yesterday, and they said Michael Jordan's dead dad voted in Pennsylvania in the last 5 years. Why should it? What's his name? Jim Jordan or Michael Jordan? Would be a very common name, and I'm sure those are all real people. Either way, is that 4.2 million? Ask Giuliani, was it 4.2 million times that he voted, bro? That's what I say to every Trump supporter, and they never respond. I'm like, did they do it 4.2 million times? And they never respond. They're like, Took you 3 months to get a bong in the mail? 3. How many of you are going to press number 3 and say you're okay with them backdating? Listen, it was Donald Trump who slowed the mail down. It was literally Donald Trump and his crony that he placed in the Postal Service at the head. Oh, he's a very good man. He's a very good businessman. He's a very good businessman. This Postal Service, what do they call him? The general? This Postal Service, USPS general that I've appointed is a very... And then he's like, the USPS is horrible. And then they fucking start ripping out blue boxes and scuttling fucking sorting machines. What? What? And the whole time, Trump supporters were making excuses for that. And saying, oh, well, you know, they're laying off people and the Postal Service is poorly managed and blah, 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 blah. I use the Postal Service every day. And I ship my stuff out all over the world. And you know what? It almost always arrives. And when it doesn't, it's usually because of some fucked up foreign postal service that can't get their dicks right.
The margin. And Veritas and O'Keefe, like James O'Keefe, needs to testify before the Senate Judiciary. Richard Hopkins needs to testify before the Senate Judiciary, and frankly...
I agree. Put them out on there.
Before November 3rd.
Waste our money.
And in hindsight's 2020.
I'm
Trump
a millionaire. Use the
I'm
fucking
2-0
money.
elections. I called in 2016 that Clinton would lose to Trump. He did. And I called that Trump would defeat Biden. Of course he did. There's no way that Biden won this election. It's like impossible. The only way he won is through massive rampant cheating. And the evidence is here. So when people say, oh, where's the evidence? Talk to Ronna McDaniel. Talk to James O'Keefe. Talk to Rudy Giuliani. Talk to Richard Grenell. Talk to a whole bunch of people. Trump's lawyers. They have the evidence. Just because you can't see you can't see the web of Democratic Party cheating because it happened in multiple states. It happened in about 6 to 7 states that he came back in, where it's a statistical anomaly that he can come back.
Oh, here we go.
Biden was losing the election.
He says it's a statistical anomaly that Joe Biden could come back in those states. He says statistically because and this is his argument, and this is called straw manning again. His argument is on election day, Donald Trump, if you had stopped the election on that day, Donald Trump would have won because more Trump supporters showed up on that day and voted for Donald Trump. Right? Unfortunately, this election, we all agreed to mail-in vote. We used mail-in voting. Now, I lived in Florida, and I really don't recall ever going to... I'm just trying to say I've always used mail-in voting. I don't recall ever going to a place to go pull a lever. You know, I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't know if I've ever voted in person before. I've always just mailed it in. It was always in Florida. When I moved to California, it was always here, and I continued to do that. Here is my ballot. Right? So we have mail-in voting, and we agreed to that. because Donald Trump scuttled the goddamn United States Postal Service, he slowed it down. I'm a witness to that fact because I ship these little boxes all over the world. I'm really proud about my shipping because when I ship one of these little boxes out, people usually get them within just a few days. And they're just amazed at how quick my shipping is. After Donald Trump made it clear that he was going to fuck with the USPS, I was losing these in the mail. They were coming back. They were taking forever to get to their destinations. It didn't happen until Donald Trump started dicking with the USPS. Everything was fine until he started fucking with it. So I'm a witness to it. And you can say this is anecdotal. Fine. Add me to all the people on my live stream just a few minutes ago that pressed #1 and said they too had experienced slowdowns in the USPS because of what Donald Trump pulled, putting that son of a bitch in charge of it. Right? So I know. And there's a lot of other people that know too, so it's not just anecdotal. We all agreed that we were going to be mailing in ballots. There was COVID! We had a pandemic going across the goddamn world. And we still do. So that's something that we're going to talk about. COVID, 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 COVID. We're going to talk about that. Donald Trump saying that. We're going to talk about that a little later. We had COVID. People didn't, smarter people, more intelligent people, people that weren't buying into Donald Trump's bullshit and his rallying and bringing all these people together to try to show people that they weren't scared to go to rallies and they literally, you can literally go to the states where these rallies took place, some of them, and you can literally see an uptick in fucking COVID cases because of those fucking Trump rallies. It's true. So the smarter people stayed home. They got one of these in the mail. And they voted Democrat. There were many reasons. COVID was one of them, and Trump's poor handling of it was definitely a factor. His making fun and making jokes about it after 220,000 Americans had died of it, and going, COVID, 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 COVID. A plane goes down, 500 people dead. They're not reporting on it. COVID, it's just COVID, COVID, COVID. After November 3rd, there won't be any more COVID. I promise you, you won't be hearing that anymore. That's what he fucking said. People heard him say that, and they said, yeah, I'm not too comfortable with you anymore. I'm going to vote for Joe Biden. That's how it works. You guys fucking lost. You'll find cheating, I'm sure, and I bet you'll find cheating on Trump's side, too. It doesn't fucking matter. We had mail-in voting, and mail-in voting takes time. That's why those mail-in votes were much more in favor of Biden than Trump. And as they counted the mail-in votes, as they counted these, Biden started to pull ahead. For him to say to stop counting the votes after the election, the day of the election, is insanity. The votes were already postmarked. I'm talking about the good ones. The 4.2 million. Yeah, those were already postmarked, you fucking idiot. Those weren't coming in late.
And they miraculously all stopped counting. Gee, I wonder why. The reason they stopped counting is because they said, "Oh, look, we have here's how many ballots we need." That's basically what happened. And the ballots in Michigan and Wisconsin, where'd they come from? Early voting, especially in Michigan, did not warrant those ballots suddenly being given to Biden. Then you had thousands of people throughout the country that just voted for Biden, but no down ticket votes. Nobody does that. That's bizarre also. And then you have the Supreme Court of the United States of America ruling.
Straw man. It's not bizarre. Look, COVID. There were Republicans who heard Donald Trump say that and said, you know what? I'm going to vote for Biden because that son of a bitch needs to go. You know, my brother died from COVID. It's nothing to joke about. He's making jokes about it, and he's literally saying he's not going to talk about it anymore, and it's killing people.
Against Democrats just recently, yesterday, and then
was I able to prove that was a straw man? Was I able to prove that was a straw man? I hope so. Let me go back. When was this? 10? Hold on one second.
Then you had thousands of people throughout the country that just voted for.
And why did they vote against Trump, but they didn't vote down ballot? That is a great question. Okay, so the answer is they were fucking Republicans. So they voted for their senators and they voted for their representatives, but they voted against Donald Trump. That's the answer to the question.
For Biden, but no down ticket votes. Nobody does that. That's bizarre also. And then you have the Supreme Court of the United States of America ruling against Democrats just recently, yesterday, and then Democrats in Pennsylvania saying, oh, you know, we don't really have to abide by it because Biden already won. This is going to be a long 2, 3, 4 weeks for Democrats. President Trump needs to fight and never give up because he can win back this election, the one that he already won. He can win back what's rightfully his. It really doesn't matter. And
that is the kind of speak. He's not straw manning. Now he's just feeding red meat to his base and to Trump's. And this is the kind of rhetoric and this is the kind of speech that, unfortunately for him, it's not good for him to be. I just want to say, look, you can't be lathering up your goddamn audience on YouTube to get them worked up into a fury that they should be out on the street burning shit to the ground. And this is what he's literally doing.
We'll get people, very likely Democrats, who will engage in property damage, which is what they do, and then say fire but peaceful, and they'll have the usual conniption fit and hysteria and apoplectic behavior. But that's to be expected of Democrats. I don't see Republicans taking to the streets and yelling and screaming and chanting and completely apoplectic because
I'll tell you what I saw, Kat. I saw one video and they weren't filling in, they weren't erasing votes. I didn't see that. I saw one video of someone darkening in where someone had already voted. That's what I saw, and that's what they do. When they try to run a ballot through, they look at it, and if the machine won't read it, they'll darken it so the machine will read the vote. That's probably what you saw too, Kat. I doubt you saw anybody erasing anything. Usually those are marked in ink.
It was taken from us. I'm not a Republican. I'm actually still a registered Democrat. I wish I wasn't. I tried to get out of it. But it's like the mafia. They keep you back in. So I actually filled out the paperwork from DMV. I got a letter. Oh yeah, you can't change your registration. I was like, what? But that's California. Anyway, that's the Democratic Party. But here is the affidavit, and it says right here, although, as this is Richard Hopkins, although as I understand, Pennsylvania ballots must be postmarked by 8 p.m. on Election Day, November 3rd, 2020 in Pennsylvania. My supervisor directed coworkers and I pick up ballots after Election Day and provide them to him.
Hey, Bubble.
As discussed more fully below, I heard him tell other supervisors at my office that people were to backdate the postmarks on the ballots to make it appear as though the ballots had been collected on November 3rd, 2020, despite them in fact being collected on November 4th and possibly later. This happened all throughout the country.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, that's not just straw manning. That's just straight up fucking lying. He spends 3 minutes lulling you into this scheme that occurred anecdotally in one office, claimed by one person, okay? And then lies with, that's the fucking cherry on top, right? Listen to the fucking lie come out of his mouth.
2020, despite them in fact being collected on November 4th and possibly later. This happened all throughout the country. And all throughout the country. In fact, being collected on November 4th and possibly later. This happened all throughout the country. Possibly later. This happened all throughout the country. And all throughout the country. 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 Possibly later. This happened 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 all throughout the country. 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 All throughout the country.
I like to look at someone when they're lying to me so I can see what they look like when they're lying. That way I know exactly when they're lying to me. Because I want to know what their facial expression is doing. I want to know what their eyes are doing. I want to know where they're looking. I want to know what their voice sounds like. And I want to hear him tell that lie over and over and over again. I want to study that lie so I know when this motherfucker is lying to me. And motherfucker, if he just doesn't straight up lie to his audience and say that this one incident happened all throughout the country.
And you have to, there's circumstantial evidence here that is actually a lot more profound and prevalent and relevant to what's taking place than a Steele dossier purchased by Clinton that they obsessed and touched themselves in ecstasy over, that they tubing themselves over for the past 4 years. They impeached Trump on a transcript that didn't even, where they don't have any direct evidence, and just the opinion of a couple people they called whistleblowers, who happened to be government employees who didn't like foreign policy, President Trump's foreign policy. And then what they did was they investigated Trump based on a dossier and a memo written by a disgruntled former FBI director. And so the Comey memo was suddenly, ordained by God for them to investigate Trump, but you don't want to investigate actual whistleblowers working for the post office, not only in Pennsylvania, that James O'Keefe and Veritas has, but also in Michigan. And you don't want to talk about the fact that Republicans were not allowed to look at the vote counting process, which is mandated by law. The Supreme Court already ruled that Pennsylvania needs to separate ballots received after Election Day from the ballots they already counted prior to Election Day, where President Trump was up. And Judge Alito, who made that decision for the Supreme Court, stated that the Supreme Court never knew of the intricacies of Pennsylvania's laws. Many of these states, from Georgia to Pennsylvania to Michigan to Arizona, passed laws, or actually didn't even, the election officials unilaterally either circumvented state legislatures, or state legislatures passed laws that were unconstitutional or that were questionable in terms of the Constitution.
Like what?
So there are so many question marks. It doesn't matter if the AP calls. It doesn't matter if the if the news agencies call the race, and it doesn't matter if world leaders congratulate Biden. It doesn't matter if liberals everywhere are jumping for joy. They know what happened. They know they cheated Bernie Sanders. They know they're trying to do Trump the way they did Bernie. The difference is Bernie Sanders doesn't fight. He takes it, and he just actually helps the machine. Media, intelligence officials, Hollywood, corrupt election officials, even Republicans within his own party didn't want
a lot. That's a lot of people. And at what point do you start realizing, H.A. Goodman, that you are in the minority? You know, there's a whole bunch of people that you just named that are against Trump. Why? If he's so great for the economy and he's so great for jobs for everyone, then why wouldn't they want him to keep being president? At what point are you going to ask yourself that? Why? And I'm here to tell you why. COVID, 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 COVID. A plane goes down, 500 people die. They don't report on that, but COVID, 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 COVID. After November 3rd, you won't hear that anymore, I promise. We're going to win. That's why. That's why all of those people, bro. Do you pay attention? Do you listen? Do you read their tweets, man? Oh, that's right. You're not on Twitter. Somebody else is posing as you.
Trump. So we're at this situation, and I explained this in my live stream, in large part because Republicans like Paul Ryan stabbed him in the back. I'm not even talking about the Lincoln Project people. So we're talking about Republicans still, not Paul Ryan, but I mean Paul Ryan is out of Congress, but the Paul Ryan types, the Mitt Romneys that are in Congress today. So he had to deal with everybody from Republicans to Democrats to Hollywood to media.
That's a lot of people.
To intelligence officials setting him up and framing him. This man is like, the whole world was out to get him.
Why would the whole world be out to get Donald Trump? At what point, H.A. Goodman, do you fucking ask yourself that question? Why? 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 Aren't you going to wonder why? You just accept it? Well, the whole world is against him, but I don't see why, so everybody needs to support him. Why don't you fucking look at the reasons why? You should do an article. This would be a great exercise for H.A. Goodman. Write an article. If I was his editor, I would make him do this. Write an article on all the reasons why people didn't want to vote for Donald Trump. Write an article on it. You're a journalist. I want you to write the article. Go ahead, research it. Go out, interview people. Ask them why. Ask me why, H.A. I'll tell you why I wouldn't have ever voted for Donald Trump. He made me a millionaire. He made me a millionaire, H.A. Goodman. Donald Trump made me a millionaire. Ask me why I would never vote for that racist piece of shit. Go ahead, ask me why I'd never vote for that fucking piece of garbage. Go ahead, ask me. I'll tell you. COVID, COVID. COVID, 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 COVID. A plane goes down, 500 people die. COVID. They're not going to tell you about that, though. COVID, COVID. After November 3rd, you don't have to hear about that anymore. I promise we're going to win. What, with you making jokes about a disease that could have killed my mother, that my mother literally caught? My mother caught COVID, and Donald Trump, you're on a podium in front of thousands of people in the world making jokes about a disease that my mother could have died from, that she could have given to my father, and he would have definitely died from because he doesn't know how to talk, and he couldn't tell somebody what he's feeling or how sick he is or anything. You are a cold-hearted piece of garbage. And the people who support you blindly, they're suffering from another form of TDS, another form of Trump derangement syndrome. And I present it to you right here. He's here literally naming everybody. He literally just said the entire world is against Trump. yet fails to see why.
Out to get him. And yeah, it's true. When framing him, this man is like the whole world was out to get him. Out to get him. When framing him, this man is like the whole world was out to get him. Is like out to get him. Out to get him. Is like the whole world was out to get him. Is like the whole world was out to get him. Is like the whole world was out to get him. Is like the whole world was out to get him. Is like the whole world was out to get him. Is like the whole world was out to get him. Is like the whole world was out to get him. Is like the whole world was out to get him.
So just ask yourself why. Why was the whole world out to get him? If he was doing so much for the economy, which Barack Obama, everybody knows Barack Obama set that up. He was doing so much for jobs. Barack Obama set that up, and everybody knew that. And, you know, people who watch and listen to politics understand that Donald Trump walked into a fucking dream economy. You know, they basically handed it to him on a silver platter. And he took it and ran it into the fucking ground. When Donald Trump got a hold of it, all the growth started slowing down. That's a fact. As soon as he got into office, all the growth started slowing down. It was still rising, but not as fast as it was at the end of Barack Obama's term. We all know that, but he doesn't want to look at things like that. He wants to say that this fantastic economy is because of Donald Trump. It's not a fantastic economy because I'm a millionaire. Okay? That's just raping the poor and giving it to people like me. That's not a fantastic economy.
And yeah, it's true. Other countries were out to get him too, conspiring along with the FBI.
Wow, the
which
FBI,
you don't fly to London, as Peter Strzok and others fly to London for information on how to get Trump. Election interference was a national security issue when it came to Democrats. We can't even get Democrats to even acknowledge that irregularities took place, much less investigate those irregularities. So they need to make a spectacle of this. That's the only way President...
You got Mitch McConnell, bro. I'm sure he can fucking, you know, further your legislation up there. I'm sure he can fucking, you know, offer a bill. I don't see what your problem. Why don't you write the fucking bill, you know, and send it off to Mitch McConnell, and he can fucking present it on the Senate floor, right?
Trump can win back what he already won. Give me your thoughts below. Subscribe to this channel. Be here every evening at 9 to 10 p.m. for my live stream. My live streams every evening are legendary. We have like 2,000 to 3,000 plus viewers, and it's fantastic. James O'Keefe and Veritas need to be, their voices need to be amplified by the Republicans in the Senate, especially Lindsey Graham, because Lindsey Graham, according to O'Keefe, has all the sworn affidavit from Richard Hopkins. We haven't lost yet. If they end up cheating President Trump, then we spend 4 years investigating every single nasty, shady, dirty tactic they used to cheat Trump. You see, the difference between...
There would have to be to get 4.2
Trump
million.
and Democrats is the following. President Trump didn't cheat. He actually, with 92% media...
We already established that Donald Trump did cheat by scuttling the USPS, by trying to get... He cheated by trying to get voters suppressed by removing mailboxes in poor areas. Yeah, he totally cheated. Donald Trump totally cheated. So that's a lie, H.A. Goodman. Straw manning and lying.
Media coverage for 4 years, he still got 70 million Americans to vote for him. Biden was coddled like a newborn baby quail. The man was...
So the system that lied and gave Biden 74.2 million, right, was the same system that was good and gave Trump 70 million. Do you hear the hypocrisy there? Well, so the 70 million votes, those were good. Those were valid. Okay, I'm talking to you like Tucker Carlson again, like I'm eating the inside of my mouth and I'm really enjoying it. While the side of my cheek just tastes so good right now. While I talk to you like I'm an old man eating the side of my face. Let me just tell you. So the votes for Donald Trump, those are very good votes, but the votes for Joe Biden, those are bad votes. That's the difference there. Everybody understand the difference here? I can't do Tucker Carlson very good. That's what I understand.
Protected and coddled and supported and everything possible done. Media did everything possible to ensure that this man would win. Every single nasty, crazy, absurd scandal, gaffe, controversy, a laptop with incriminating evidence and emails never even touched. When they obsessed over a dossier that was literally purchased against Trump by his direct political rival. And here you have evidence.
All right. My mom only watches mainstream media. All right? My mother only watches mainstream media. Hi, I love you. Uh-huh. Oh, you have the TV on, huh? Watching TV, are you? Good, I'm doing my live stream. And we're doing a thing right now, so I'm right in the middle of this. But I've got a question for you, and I'm going to put you on speakerphone. Okay. Mom.
Yes, sir.
Where do you get your news from?
The newspaper and the TV.
That sounds like mainstream media. Okay, let me ask you a question. There was a let's just call it a kerfuffle, maybe a controversy. Some people would call it a scandal surrounding Joe Biden's son. Can you tell me the device involved in that scandal?
Yeah, he supposedly was doing drugs, and yeah, it's a whole big thing.
What was the device at question?
What do you mean the device?
There was a device that supposedly this whole thing revolves around. It was a piece of electronic equipment that Hunter Biden owned.
Oh, I have no idea.
You don't know what the device was?
You're breaking up.
Okay, you know Rudy Giuliani presented all of this, right?
Giuliani is an imbecile and a liar.
Did you hear that he had presented something though? Some evidence?
I did not hear that.
You did. Okay, so you're not aware that Hunter Biden. You knew that he had supposedly been smoking crack and that there were photographs. Where did you hear about that from?
I don't remember, honey.
Okay.
It was on the TV or in the news.
Okay. Oh! Well, I'll just tell you, it was all on a laptop that Rudy Giuliani supposedly presented.
Oh, Rudy Giuliani.
It was a laptop computer.
Person, and we don't give a damn what he says.
But anyway, it was a laptop computer.
A laptop computer?
Yes.
Oh,
That supposedly Hunter Biden had taken into a place to have it repaired, and the repairman was a Trump supporter. He went through the data, he found those images, and he gave it to Rudy Giuliani.
Oh my God.
So you didn't hear about all of the details, but you did hear about the photographs that were on the laptop.
Honey, listen to me. I try not to get too involved in it. I'm busy doing my Sudoku puzzle in the morning, and it's sort of, the TV is on in the background, and I'm really not paying that much attention.
But it was said on MSM, you heard about the photographs. So you knew that.
I did not hear about the photographs.
You just said you just told me about it.
I knew about it. I had heard that there was some kind of a scandal.
Right. Well, that's my point. You heard there was some kind of a scandal.
Okay, so what about it?
You heard about it. That's it. Is that the point is that this gentleman is on his show saying that the MSM did not cover it.
Oh, I see.
And I'm going to say that my mom, if she heard about it, and she only gets her news from mainstream media, then they did cover it.
Yeah,
you just proved my point for me.
They did talk about it. So.
Thank you, Mom. I love you.
I love you too, honey.
Tell Dad I love him. Give him a hug from his son.
I will tell him, baby.
And tell him that I'm in California doing great.
Okay.
I'll see you guys soon.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So, my mom didn't know the details, but she definitely said there was a scandal, and she was aware of that. I did not lead her into that. She had heard it before. So that just proves that and now I just did that for my mom. Now, how much you want to bet? When I go on YouTube right now and I pull up a YouTube page, okay, and I do a mainstream media search for Hunter Biden's laptop, some of it's going to come up on mainstream media. Let me just search and find out. Biden laptop Rudy. Okay, let's see who reported on it. Well, I've got The Hill reported on it. I've got Fox News reported on it. I've got Fox News again. I've got, the Today Show reported on it. I've got NBC News. You guys want to see this? Holy fucking shit. Wow, H.A. Goodman. Really? You know, I was just getting anecdotal evidence from my mommy. But now I just decided to do a little searchy search on YouTube. And boy, oh boy, look what I found here, guys. This is just going to about fucking put the final nail in H.A. Goodman's and his audience's coffin here. Let's see who he reported on this stuff. The Hill, left-leaning, definitely. Fox News, right-leaning, definitely. Fox News. Oh, look, The Today Show. Look at this. NBC News. Giuliani linked to accused Russian agent while digging for dirt on Hunter Biden. There you go. Rudy, the Russians and Hunter's lappy top. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. He even talked about it on The Late Show. Huh, he's mainstream. President Trump speaks out on Hunter Biden laptop. The Hill, again. Uh-oh. Rudy Giuliani's daughter backs Joe Biden. Huffington Post, I love it. U.S. investigating if emails connected to Russia disinformation against Biden. CNN. What diplomat George Kent said about Rudy Giuliani, Hunter Biden. PBS. This is pretty mainstreamy, guys. Intel community fears Russia targeted Giuliani to discredit Biden. Huh. Rudy Giuliani targeted by Russia report. Yahoo Finance. Huh. That's interesting. Exclusive. Sky News Australia. Joe Biden's son emailed shop owner about hard drive to get it back. That's Sky News Australia. Bloomberg. Trump goes after Hunter Biden's ties to Ukraine at Pennsylvania rally. That's Bloomberg. That's fucking Bloomberg reporting on it. Are Trump allies peddling Russian disinformation about... I gotta tell you, hey, look at this. Fox News. Laptop connected to Hunter Biden linked to FBI money laundering probe. Sources. Fox News is definitely mainstream media. I don't care what anybody says. Did Giuliani get bogus Hunter Biden dirt in a Russian intel op? 3 weeks ago. I mean, look, those photographs could very easily have been faked. There's no doubt in my mind that those fucking Hunter Biden... Who takes a picture of somebody with a crack pipe next to their mouth? You know, I don't care who the fuck you are. You know? It's just kind of seems a little shady. But that's weird, huh? Russia? They're floating the whole Russia conspiracy thing. Russia gave the laptop to Giuliani.
In the form of emails that belonged to his son, and his son was selling access to the vice presidency. So enjoy. You're going to have the same type of shenanigans and malarkey. It's the no malarkey bus tour is actually the full malarkey bus tour. It's now might be in Pennsylvania Avenue. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. They cheated Trump like they cheated Bernie. The difference is Trump is fighting back. If he does what I said in this, segment, he can win back the presidency. But you have to give Richard Hopkins, you have to give James O'Keefe, you have to give Veritas, and you have to give Ronna McDaniel's whistleblower in Michigan. You have to give people. You have to amplify their voice, especially in the United States Senate.
That's why I'm letting you guys watch this. We only have
about 3 or 4 weeks left.
I'm like, okay, fine. Whatever you need, AJ. I'm here for you, brother.
Subscribe to this channel. Let's get this channel to 200,000.
You can tell all of my viewers, bro,
about H.A. Goodman on YouTube and H.A. Goodman's other channel.
Instead of that,
and subscribe to my newsletter. Go to hagoodman.com.
Instead of that echo chamber of an audience that you have on your channel, maybe it would be healthy for you to actually engage my audience in some conversation and see what they throw back at you.
Thank you very much.
I have a feeling it would be a healthy dose of reality and facts from you guys, wouldn't it?
Be here tonight for the live stream.
Press number 1 if you see through H.A. Goodman's bullshit. Press number 1 if you see right through H.A. Goodman's bullshit. Like I do. This is what I did to David Pakman. This is what I do to H.A. Goodman. Yeah. It's Fox, it is, but it's also considered mainstream media. And my mother had heard about the scandal, the Biden scandal with Hunter Biden. You know, and I could call my sister and do the same thing. She doesn't watch the news or anything. I could say, just out of curiosity, did you hear that there was some kind of a scandal going on with Joe Biden's son? And she would go like, I bet my sister would go like, yes, I've heard. And she doesn't get her news from fucking anywhere. I bet you she still heard about it. Just proving my point that mainstream media definitely covered it. There was no cover-up of what Hunter Biden supposedly did. Giuliani made sure of it. He was all over YouTube with it. You know, Giuliani was all over YouTube with that fucking laptop. Wouldn't it be crazy, though, if the laptop repair service turned out to be a Russian front business? And the guy was a Russian agent with the laptop. Man, it's so fucking funny. Oh my god. And would you care? No, I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck. It was Rudy Giuliani, you know, he's so fucking playable. Look what fucking Sacha Baron Cohen did to him. You know, he almost made him look like a total jerk. He that close. I mean, I think Rudy Giuliani just by the seat of his pants got away with it. My jokes are horrible. I know. I have really bad jokes. That's why people watch this show, for the bad jokes. And the failing. And the glass falling off my fucking cabinets in the back. We watch for the falling glass. The dog bites, the falling glass. They were... We're here to see Nay fail, basically. Motherfucker. Typewriters and the TV tape to did I finish my covfefe? It's still sitting here. I finished it. There's only one drop of... And it's mine, I say. It's my drop of coffee. Yeah, so... That's my takedown of H.A. Goodman. Like I said, I've taken down David Pakman. I will take down people on the left. I will take down people on the right. I will take down people in the middle. I don't give a fuck. If you're not dealing in facts, you're going to have to deal with me. Rogie is right here. Rogie's right here. He had a fun morning. There was a raccoon underneath my dock, and he could smell him under there, and he was flipping out, man. He was barking at him. He wants that raccoon. Rogan wants that raccoon. There's a raccoon outside. There's a raccoon outside. Yeah, there's a raccoon. Oh, God, I gotta kiss that face. Ooh, your face is so cute. Oh, my God, I love your face. I love your face. It's so cute. Beezel. Oh, Beezel. Come on, Beezel, baby. Oh, he is so amazing. The nails growing back. It's my Beezel, baby boy. Rip to the falling glass, right, man? It wasn't such a bad loss, man. I lost a couple of nice little bowls. There were a couple nice bowls that I lost. I was sad about, but the rest was all just really cheap glass that I bought from a cheap glass place. So it was no big deal, you know. A lot of stuff survived that was on that tray, actually. Here, I'll show you guys. Hopefully I won't drop anything again. All of this stuff survived right here. This was all on there. This globe, that survived. This marble was on there. Of course, this survived. That actually broke. These two things broke a lot of the other pieces. Actually, they fell on top of them and shattered them. But yeah, got this. This was on there. This dish, beautiful dish. It did break. Glass. This pendant from 2-7 Boy. Really nice pendant. That did not break. And this dabber, this glass dabber, I think 2-7 Boy made me this too. Glass dabber from 2-7 Boy. See if we can get to focus here. I should put this in alcohol and clean it. It's really pretty when it's clean. And then all of this was also on the tray. Now the horns, all of the bowls had horns on them. This one, the fire and ice ones, this one, and this one, and this one. They had horns. The horns broke off. Right? But I kept the bowls because they're still usable, even though they might have a little sharp edge on them where the horns broke off. All of these bowls, including this one, I'm so glad because this one was a nice one. I did have a roar bowl that broke. I believe it was a roar bowl. But even this what do you call these, adapter, the adapter didn't break. So this didn't break right here. This dish skillet didn't break. So a lot of glass survived that fall, you know. I got lucky. I also lost It was a mask. It had horns on it, eyes. It was a big bowl. It was a piece this guy from Canada shipped me. It's really weird. That whole deal was really weird. He showed me a bowl on the internet. I bought it from him. He shipped me another one. And he sent me some excuse. He's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I know this isn't the one you wanted, so I'm sending you this one instead. I was like, wow, dude, that is so not cool. But okay, that was the one, and now that one just broke, so I'm not really missing that. Like I said, I'm gonna clean this. Dish can go on here. The pendant can go here. Really pretty. And this dome can go here. I can still have my little display. Alright? Let me clean this with some alcohol, man. It's got some old dabs on it. I keep a 5-gallon keg of alcohol in my kitchen. Pemro. That's the name of the place, Pemro. That's the name of the place I get my alcohol from, Pemro.com. P-E-M-R-O. You can get a 5-gallon keg of alcohol from them. And then, if you can find alcohol cheaper, just get it in the 1-gallon containers and keep using the keg, and you can refill the keg because it's so easy. Wow, this thing is so... I forgot how beautiful this thing was, actually. Oh my God, it's shining up. Wait till you see it. Look at this. It's got so much detail in it. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? I missed a piece of, there's a little piece of dab still on there. Oh, there's some dab still on there. Oh, come on. Anyway, you saw it. You saw it. It's pretty. It's a pretty dabber. If I wanted to be trendy and sporty, I would use this. I'm gonna act all trendy and sporty with it. Ooh, look at my pretty glass dabber. Ooh. Anyway, I put that on the display. It's pretty. It's very pretty. You guys like that? Gotta clean some of those glass pieces back there a little bit, shine them up, but everything back there looks pretty good. Oh man. We smoking? Are we smoking? El Hombre. Let's call it cannabis, bro, on my live stream, okay? I need to cut my grass outside. But let's call this cannabis, alright? Can you use the word cannabis for me on here? I'll consider it a personal favor, El Hombre. And the type of cannabis that I'm smoking today is Pineapple Express. I only did one bong hit of it, man, and I didn't even finish it. And I'm, right? One bong hit, I think? I don't know. An hour and 50 minutes, guys? 2 hours? I don't know. Cannabis! El Hombre! This bong rip is for El Hombre! El Hombre! El Hombre! This bong rip is for you! El Hombre! El Hombre! The man! one, the legend El Hombre. This is for you for saying cannabis on my live stream. Thanks, brother. Cheers. Cyberstyle, no law regarding cannabis. Cannabisism is for all. Actually, I don't need to cut my grass because the deer have been eating it, but I did water it yesterday or 2 days ago. El hombre verga. Cannabis. He even spelled it right. I ran out of Oreo cookies last night. I don't like to talk about running out of Oreo cookies. That went right in my eye. What the hell, dude? This ash went right in my fucking eye. Oh my god. And it's still there. I thought I was blowing it out, but I blew it in to my eye. Little cannabis in my eye. And he went blind. He was blinded by cannabis. No. You got to get double stuff or it's not an Oreo. If it ain't double stuff, it ain't an Oreo. Feels like something's gonna come out of my eye. It really does. Something big and cannabis-y. I can feel it. Ow, my eye. I know, dude. It's like I could go to the store and get the fucking... They had some Oreos in there. I saw the double stuffs. I was like, those could be mine. Water. Pour some water on it. Let me use the camera for a close inspection. Maybe I'll see it. Definitely need to look in my eye. Definitely looking inside my eye here. I want to focus. Definitely need to focus. Why won't it focus on my eye, man? Don't you know what an eye is, you stupid kid? There you go. I don't see anything. I feel it, but I don't see it. Huh. Everything looks okay. That's great. The cameraman's great. I mean, if there was something black in there, you'd see it. Right? I think it's up in here. I think it's over here. Huh. Ow, my eye! I feel like I'm in a Laurel and Hardy film. Look down. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. I see it. I see it right there. Oh, no. No, it would have moved. Huh. It kind of helps looking down, man. It does. Because it makes it kind of tear up. Psst. Frankie, what are you doing over there, pal? Psst. Get with it. Get with it over here, pal. What are you doing? Don't even do it like that, pal. Psh, unreal. I use a cream called vitamin E and rosehip oil in a wash. I would just use some freaking... I've got eye stuff. Whenever I had Bell's palsy, I needed it. Special gel that you can put in your eye. Can't believe I didn't close my eyes before I blew into that fucking bowl, man. What was I thinking, man? It's like my brain has stopped working. His brain is gone. It's like his brain is gone. Man, I want to get this guy to fix my freaking tractor brakes for me. I got tire issues. Visine. Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching. And I got no privacy. Whoa. I want some more cafefe. I want another big cup of cafefe. Unreal, pal. What day is today? Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. God, I got one right finally. Yeah, Sadie, you're supposed to close your eyes before you blow into the bowl. I can't believe I didn't do it this time. It's like I wanted to see it. There was this little piece of ash in there, and I wanted to see it blow out of there. It's like, I don't know why. I'm so stupid, man. I should have just blown into it. And I can't, you know, because it was in the hole, so I just figured it was going to go down. Oh, dude, I think I just got it out of my eye, whatever it was. I think at least it's moved down. It's not up where it was. It feels a lot better all of a sudden. I hope it stays down there. It goes out. No, it stayed down there. It doesn't go back up at the top. I don't want it to stay in my eye. I totally take that back from the universe. That's mine. This is mine and mine alone. You're stupid like that too. Well, we are getting high and doing stupid shit while we're... You know, I like to get high and say dumb shit. You know? I was thinking I'd go back and listen to this rant on H.A. Goodman. No. Don't put triage oil in your eyes. Don't. No. It's got peppermint oil in it. It will irritate your eyes. Dude, I've got a little cyst under my eye right here. And somebody said they were using it on a cyst on their eye and it made it go away. I tried it. I'm not ever going to do that again, man. It really, my eye was not feeling the best just by having it near my eye. I'm pretty sure it didn't go into my eye, but it basically felt like it did. And I got another friend who suffers from a condition where his eyes are literally popping out of the sockets. It's a slow process, he says, but it's really painful sometimes. And he uses my pain oil for it. But for him, you know, I guess the irritation in the eye is worth it. You know, I would think maybe you could take the triage oil and cut it with something to weaken it, maybe, if you wanted to use it around your eyes. Maybe some more coconut oil. We like to get fucked up and do fucked up shit. Dude, my eye feels 100% better. Like I cried out, whatever it was, it almost feels like it got washed out. My eye. Like glaucoma. I don't know if it's glaucoma that's causing his condition. Actually, I think he had a name for it. I think there's actually a name for it. It's a medical condition that makes your eyes swell. Oh, you got some triage oil in your eyes, bro? Yeah, that's the one place, man. I don't even think Billy Ballantyne would put it in his eyes. Billy Ballantyne will put triage oil just about anywhere, but I don't think even he will put it in his eyes. Latent heredity harlequins. I've heard of that. Cager, what's up? Debbie, peppermint would burn. Exophthalmos. That's so funny. Exophthalmos. The peppermint burns. No peppermint in your eyes. You'd be macing yourself pretty much. Wow, can you make mace out of fucking peppermint oil, bro? I never even thought about that. I've got peppermint spray right here for my dog that I just spray it on things that he's chewing on that I don't want him to chew on. I never use it. But oh man, I could spray that in somebody's eyes if I had to. That'd be great, man. I never even thought about that. Take that to a fucking riot. And have some fucking mace. Yep. Boom, dude. It's got quite a stream, I will say. I've never really tried. Well, no. No, I think one time I was chasing the cat off with this once and shooting him in the rear end. And, I believe I was shooting this all the way across the room, man. Spray your face with some mace in the dark. Burning down the trailer park. Fuck it. Soy un perdedor. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Soy un perdedor. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Speaking the Deutsch, the baby. Speckins the Deutsch, the baby. Oh, I like that backwards part. He plays his fucking lyrics backwards. Wonder what he's saying right there. Got diagnosed with PTSD. They found that a rare form of heart is only curable if they find it early. Huh. The bear mace, bro. Mace is capsaicin, but pure peppermint would have a similar effect. So why don't you kill me? Wow, this bud is starting to smell so good. This is Alien Overlord right here. Wow. Mmm. Mmm. God, it's so fucking good. Piney, but it has like a sweet smell to it. God, I wish you guys could all smell this Alien Overlord. Oh man, this is so fun to smell this. It's got so much fucking going on if you really just smell it. Hey, Enoch, what's up? Nobody does Enoch 420 tours free Julian Assange now anymore, pal. Unreal. Nobody even does that anymore. You know, it was really chocolatey smelling out there, and I could smell a little tiny bit of that too. But, you know, really sweet. Oh, man, this stuff is fucking delicious smelling. That is Alien Overlord. Wow. Looking forward to pouring that back in the bin and grabbing some fresh stuff out of there, huh? It's been sitting in the closet in that big bin with all the other bud. Oh, man, it's going to be crazy. Just find, like, the selectest, nicest, nuggiest buds in there and fill my all my little holders here with it. It'd be fun to roll joints out of the powder that's at the bottom of each one of those. I can see keef at the bottom of this one. Wow, look at this. Look at the keef at the bottom of this fucking dish, guys. Come on, focus. There we go. Look at the keef at the bottom of that tray. That is all fucking keef right there. That one too. Keef. You want to see a lot. Look at what builds up at the bottom of True Black. True Black, too strong. True Black, too strong. Fuck is on my goddamn camera lens. Psh, unreal. Nobody even does that anymore, pal. What are you doing? What are you doing? Did you lose your thing there, pal? Psh, nobody even loses it like that anymore, pal. What are you doing? What, are you breaking your camera here, pal? Psh, nobody breaks the camera anymore, pal. Nobody's trying to break the camera anymore, pal. Psh, unreal. Nobody even does that. What are you doing? I don't even need a grinder. I know, I just need a little spoon. Alright, so we're gonna blow some big fat fucking smoke rings like we don't give a fuck. Right? We're gonna smoke our problems away. I take a toke and all my fears go up in smoke. Alright. Nice gun display. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh! Gun display. I got you, son. I got you, son. Gun display. I got you. All right. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers, everybody. Cyber style. Oh, you mean these things over here? That's the A team right there. That's the A team. Bam 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 da 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 bam bam da 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 dun 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 dun. Two tickets to the gun show? That's my gun collection. Logan Broche, how's the computer holding up? So far, so good, actually. I did have a lot of problems, and I had to work a lot of them out, and now everything seems to be pretty smooth. You know, one of my biggest problems, Logan, was my software. I'm using NVIDIA software. You can assign whether you want your programs like this one that I'm running right here to use your processor or your video card. All of my software was using my processor. I thought my processor was awesome, you know, 8-core fucking 7, i7, you know, I had, you know, 16 gigs of RAM. I'm running, you know, like a 3.4 machine or some crazy shit like that. 3.4 gig or something like that. It's really good. I figured it wouldn't be a problem, right? Man, I switched all. I got dual video cards. They're NVIDIA. What's the resolution? They're named after that fucking video resolution. HD 1080s, like 1080p. They're called 1080s, I think. I've got two 1080s, right? And Hello, Muhammad Al-Shawali. What's up, buddy? I am, you can just call me Nay. Nice to meet you. I like he says, who the fuck is this man? I'm Nay, N-A-Y. It's easy. It's an easy one. I remember when you could buy those SKSs for $75. I literally bought my SKS for fucking 75 or 100 bucks. I think Daryl, I think it was 75. They're great, aren't they? The first time seeing the guns, my rifles. Oh, really? I'm trying to get my microphone in a spot. Here we go. Here we go, where I can just turn. You know, the SKS is beautiful because it's got a bayonet on it. See that fucking bayonet? That unfolds, and you just stab somebody with that motherfucker. If you're out of bullets, you just stab somebody with it. You know? You just run right through them. You just run right up to them and don't stop running. Right through their heart. Done. Biden will take them away from me. Muhammad, not with a Republican Congress, not with a Republican Senate, not with a Republican House, not with a Republican Supreme Court. How's he going to do that, Muhammad? My guns are quite safe. And thank you for your concern. We're going to do real good. A Second Amendment buffs, we're going to do real good. Who's here every show more than last 5 years? Everyone. Get them. You know, the SKS is nice, but don't ever underestimate the smallest looking one there. That 40 caliber saddle rifle will destroy your life and your family's. It's a hell of a rifle. Don't you support Trump? I mean Biden. What? Huh? I don't understand. Oh, Biden, Ben? Is that what you're saying? Like Bin Laden? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't understand, Muhammad. I don't understand your question. I'll answer. I don't support either of them. If that's your question, I don't support either Joe Biden or Donald Trump. I'm a gardener. I support myself with vegetables. I protect myself with guns. I entertain myself with guitars. You know, I provide my own power via satellite, via solar panels, and I provide my own water through a well. I don't support Joe Biden. No. I hate Joe Biden. I hope he dies. I hope Joe Biden dies. You know, it would be nice. I hope they all die. Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, all of them. I fucking hate them all. You know? Maybe COVID will get them. You know, if Joe Biden catches COVID, it might just kill him. And, you know, they're not doing a very good job of controlling it. If Biden wins, Kamala comes in. That's just chaotic. Yeah, Kamala comes in, and like I said, it's a Republican, it's an entire Republican political structure that's blocking them from doing anything. Guns are an amendment from the Declaration of Independence. That's the right of bear arms. They shouldn't be able to take them away. Logan Bosch, American flag. Please, no flags in my live stream, though. Steve Running, he jogged out to Mike last night. Joe Biden jogged out to the microphone last night. He doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. He's going to trip and fall and kill himself. It'll only take one fall. He breaks his hip and then he dies. You know? Nay, where's Josh Kelly gone? I got a third of my tattoo done. know where Josh is. Fuck all of them. They should all die, says Logan. Logan Broach says, oh, sorry. That's okay. 4.0 earthquake in the Cape of Massachusetts. Felt it in Springfield. 4.0 ain't nothing. 4.0, unless you are right on top of that fucking 4.0, it is nothing. We get 5.0s out here all the time from a fucking frack mine. My friend was, and Joe Biden's not going to stop fracking, so he can suck my fat, trendy cock. My friend was all like, I put a grenade launcher on his SKS. Yeah, yes, man, you can put anything on any gun you want, bro. Doc, you can put anything on any gun you want. They make an app for that. They make adapters for just about every rifle, bro. If you want to put a rifle on your rifle, you want to put a gun on your gun, it's amazing, man. You want a 100 round, you know, round fucking cartridge, and you want to look like goddamn, like a gangster from the 20s, man, you can get that. They make an adapter for that. You want to put fucking 75 round banana clip in, clip. They make a fucking app for that. Boom. You want to put a, you want to take a magazine like this, and instead get one that's this long and put it in your Glock and have basically 50 to 100 bullets with as many times as you can pull the trigger on a Glock, which will never freeze up, and just go. They've got an app for that. You don't even need one. You just buy the magazine. Click. You do whatever you want, bro. And what you got and what you show, you know, you never know what people have. If someone's telling you they got weapons and whatever, you never know if they got a fucking grenade launcher under their bed. Or an RPG. And I always think about that. I'm like, could you imagine if somebody RPG'd Air Force One? You know, Air Force One is taking off and someone's just... That's all it would take. You know? Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Muhammad Ali. And number 2. Possibly the greatest men to ever play the sport. I am Howard Cosell. I'm reporting to you live from the Madison Square Garden, New York City. The apple of my eye. Thank you so much for tuning in to this broadcast from ABC Sports International. We today will bring you in this cannabis bong hit that trendy Nick is about to smoke. Goodness gracious, look at the veracity of this champion of champions. Toe for toe, pound for pound, perhaps the greatest smoker to ever hit a bong. Trendy Nick, going in for the long one. Here we go. Look at those smoke rings, everybody. Wow. Well, there's no smoke rings yet, Howard. How can you report on the sports before they happen? I'm doing a premonition, possibly to be played in time with what you're about to be doing. I know. I'm Howard Cosell. Howard Cosell. Cyberstyle. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabisism, tisms for all. Cheers, everybody. Please smoke along. Please smoke along. God, man. You know, these Republicans that are crying like little babies need to realize that we can't unsee this shit. They need to stop. They need to quit while they're ahead. You know, you're going to lose the recount. It's 4.2 million. You're going to lose. You need to come to grips with reality. I closed my eyes that time. Yeah, I was wondering about the winds. I've got a friend, she was in here yesterday. She said the winds were really bad yesterday. I go, is it a hurricane? I asked her. I think she said it was a tropical depression. We all know what that means. That's how they start, right? No, Billy. What is it? I don't know who that is, Steve. Comedian, I guess. God, man. Holy shit. Windy. No, Karsten, I don't know where Linden is. Where's Linden at? I want to go back and watch this video. I want to go back and listen to what I had to say about H.A. Goodman. It's almost like I go into a trance when I do it, you know? I don't remember any of it. Oh, that's right, I'm getting high. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court despises Biden. President-elect Biden to you, Muhammad. That's President-elect Biden. He's your President-elect if you're an American citizen. Which you may not be. With that name, you know, you could be anywhere in the world, right? Been to Tampa? Have you ever been to the Salvador Dali Museum in Tampa, Florida, to see the crazy things on the wall there? There's a hologram of Alice Cooper, don't miss it. Have you ever skated the Bro Bowl in Tampa, Florida, where all the skaters go to skate in the Bro Bowl? Have you ever been to Tampa to see a rock concert? Have you ever stayed at the campus, off the campus of Tampa U? I'm just slurring it up. I was just thinking about that word, Joseph. You are a rapacious slore. Joe Biden is a rapacious slore. So is Kamala Harris. They're all rapacious slores. They're rapacious slores. I fucking hate them all. Equally rapacious. Dude, tomorrow's Monday. My tires and rims might be coming in. Because they didn't have them in stock at the tire place. They had the tires, they didn't have the rims, the right kind of rims. The rims are really tricky. Fucking Jeep rims. They fit Fords, they fit fucking Dodge, and they fit fucking Jeeps. And he didn't have any of them. Mohammed Al-Shawali, what did Trump do besides making Americans fearful of people with names like yours, like Mohammed? What did Trump do that was good? Go ahead. You can tell me. Damn, 1 vote for Bernie. Nay, we lost. Bernie, nay. Oh, Bernie, nay. We lost. Oh, hash. Yeah, we did lose. Did they count up your vote, bro? They count up your vote, bro? Did they count your vote, bro? Adapters. How is Trump not a rapacious slore? He literally became president just to undo things that Barack Obama did. And Barack Obama wasn't even black. If Donald Trump had realized that, he would have never become president of the United States. Fucking dumbass. Yes, sir, I called the clerk. Oh, goodness gracious, Hash. That's hilarious that you wasted that woman's time. Oh, you're hilarious, bro. You voted for me for Vice President of the United States of America. Me and Bernie Sanders, it's the dream team. Me to keep Bernie straight with all this bullshit. 70 mil. Scary that 70 million voted for 45, at least more than 70 million. President Trump's administration has repeatedly and continually worked to defend religious freedom. Oh, well, this is something I happen to know about, Muhammad. Let me tell you something about religious freedom. They have been working to defend what they call religious freedom. And to them, what religious freedom means is that if in your religion it says that you can discriminate against somebody based on anything, then you can. And you know what? To me, that in itself is discrimination. That's not religious freedom. That's the freedom to discriminate against people based on bullshit reasons, bro. What do you think about that, Muhammad? You know, he did his Muslim ban. Remember that, Muhammad? Remember the Muslim ban, Muhammad? He says how. How what? I don't understand what you mean by how what. Be a little bit more explicit so I know what you're talking about. Kush Cash 1212 says kind of like Black Lives Matter? Question mark, question mark. I can't keep up with y'all's questions. I don't know what you guys are referring to. I love the word reptilious. I never heard that word before. I love it. Oh, oh, are you trying to say rapacious? I thought you said reptilian. It's so funny. It's like rapacious. Daryl. Don't support politics in general to me. They're all thieves. However, Biden and Harris accused Clarence Thomas and Rick Evans of sexual assault and rape. Think if they have to face them as Supreme Court justices, they'll remember the accusations against them. Right, Daryl? Oh, it's so fun. What tangled webs we weave when we choose to be political fucking slime balls. Rapacious slore. You rapacious slore? Ah, yo, Muhammad, you rapacious slore. I think you almost got rapacious spelled correctly there. Oh, you. I think you just left off a U. Crustaceans. Lydia Jane Porter Clements. What's up? What are you talking about, crustaceans? Are we having shrimp for dinner, honey? Are we having it on the bobby? Shrimp on the bobby? Mike? With a beer? With beer? Maybe I should get my rice up light. I should get my rise up light. I should get my rise up light. Get ready for our shrimp on the bobby. The bobby. I like a nice, what are those, prawn? Lydia, I like a nice prawn. In a sweet and sour sauce. Rapacious, yes, Doc, that is it, rapacious. I learned that word from Jimmy Dore. You should all follow Jimmy Dore on his channel on YouTube. It's the Jimmy Dore Show. He's fantastic. Oh, I watch him all the time. And his wife she's phenomenal too. She's at The Miserable Lib on Twitter. She's been on the show before. I've interviewed her here. That's correct, Muhammad. Yes, it's rapacious. Right, he called you a rapacious slur. He just didn't know how to spell it. We all know what rapacious means now. And we all know what a slur is, Muhammad, right? He called you a rapacious slur. Oh, Muhammad. So far, you know, I don't mind having this discussion with you. Anything else you want to say? Are you an American citizen, Muhammad? Muhammad, are you an American citizen? Voting gives me a boner. Joke, I'm weird, says Tommy. No, there's a lot of actual sexual innuendo around voting, you know? There is. There's a whole, you know, I remember, you know, I was conceived on the day so-and-so was elected, blah, blah, blah. Didn't happen over here. Yeah, you're an American citizen? Okay, okay. Okay, Muhammad. You're born and raised in America? Okay, cool. Good. Just checking. Because I could imagine with your name, you know, you might come into some problems with the way Donald Trump put down Muslims by doing a Muslim ban. And your name is Muhammad. Wasn't that a little dicey for you? What was that like? You know, me being a white guy, I didn't really have a problem with it. And plus with my name, it wasn't a problem either. Well, how was that for you? Did you encounter any issues? No, he didn't attack all Muslims. But he banned Muslims from coming into the country. He did a Muslim ban, right? Coming into the country. It was horrible. It was extremely racist. And I'm not accusing you of being Muslim. You may very well be. But with a name like Muhammad, I'm just wondering if you experienced any discrimination. Well, I have to go get prepared for this hurricane. I'll be back. I love the show. Yeah, you don't love it enough, obviously, Doc. Preparing for a hurricane is more important than you watching my show. Unbelievable. Nobody even prepares for hurricanes anymore, pal. Unreal, pal. Nobody's even doing that, pal. What are you doing? Unreal, pal. Unreal. For you, it wasn't horrible? Huh. Dude, you experienced discrimination, but the discrimination you experienced was from liberals. What? Explain. I gotta hear this. Did you feel like Donald Trump was kind of making that okay, though? Whether it didn't matter, it was an American, right? Didn't matter whether it was a Republican or a liberal, or I should say, a conservative or a liberal, right? It shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter. Yo, Doc Holland, nobody's even doing that anymore, pal. Psh, unreal. Psh, unreal, pal. Unreal. Psh, unreal. Psh, unreal. In a rally from... what happened? You were at a Trump rally... and you experienced discrimination from a liberal. It's interesting. If he flies to the Middle East and comes back to America, he might have problems to prove he's American. I don't know. It depends on what Muhammad looks like. Muhammad, do you have like an Arabian look to you? Do you look like you could be of Arab descent? That's the point. Terrorists don't represent the true idea of Islam. That's nice to hear, Muhammad. No, Biden. You used to be a liberal yourself. Do they even know who the guy is, Michael Gadbury? Burning all the cities down and calling black cops Uncle Tom. So yeah, the left are racists. But you, Michael Gadbury, you literally just said it was the liberals burning all the cities down and calling black cops Uncle Tom. So that's not the entire left. You know, I lean left. I certainly lean left. I wasn't burning anything down or calling black cops Uncle Toms. I might have been calling all cops pigs. I try not to discriminate based on color. Hey Lucas, experiencing some kind of a pain in my wrist right now. It's like a numbness right through the center, man. It's arthritis, I think. Like, I wake up in Tuesday. Oh, we already discussed that earlier in the show, Muhammad. That's because mail-in voting, bro. They had to count the mail-in votes. On election day, those votes get counted first. They basically all those votes get counted when they come in on election day. Then after, all the mail-in voting is coming in, you know, mail-in voting, bro. Mail-in ballot. You know what I'm saying, bro? These things. We get these mail-in ballots, so people were mailing these in. Donald Trump told Republicans not to use the United States Postal Service and not to do this. He told Republicans to go in and vote in person. And a lot of them did, based on what he said. Yeah, man, that numbness is going away. All the votes went directly. 80% in a lot of very important areas did. If you'd watch CNN coverage, you could go back and watch my show. We covered it. And you can see how those votes were going, Muhammad. It was definitely, yeah, mostly 80% in a lot of those regions were going to Biden. They were watching them. They were monitoring it. They were keeping track of it. CNN. Psh. Hey, man, numbers is numbers, bro. They do the best job. Hey, ask my audience, Kush Cash 1212, if they appreciated the CNN coverage that we watched. They all have a really good understanding of how that works. Both the Electoral College and the voting that was coming in as they were counting and they were discussing the different counties and why it was working the way it was and how it worked in the past. John King, CNN, did a fantastic job on CNN. Psst. Dead people were voting in Michigan. Muhammad, would you say 4.2 million dead people in Michigan voted? Because that's how many people Trump lost by. 4.2 million. How many dead people do you think voted? I mean, one comes from the grave, you know, maybe somebody was buried alive. Okay, I understand that. Maybe. 3, 4, 10, 11, 13, 100, 2,000, 7,000, 10,000, 50,000, 750,000. How many cases, bro? 750,000? If I gave you 750,000, you still lose, bro. I'm not giving you 750,000. What if I did? You'd still lose. How many dead people? Not 750,000 in Michigan. CNN for MSM. Muhammad, please shut up. Educate yourself. Watch Nay's show more. He can educate you. Free. Hash. Thanks, buddy. I want another splash of kafefe. I want another splash of kafefe, so please join me in the garden. We're going to the garden to go get a splash of kafefe. A splash of kafefe. That is what we need over here. Look, I opened up the fucking cabinet underneath to get my kafefe instead of the little drawer. Oh my goodness. I am losing my mind. And that right there is just one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence. Write it down. Write it down in your Nate is Going Crazy books, everybody. I know you guys are keeping tabs on that for me. Totally losing my mind. Nate is losing his mind while he's making kafefe for himself in the kitchen. Oh, the coffee's almost ready. The coffee's almost ready. The coffee's almost ready. The coffee's almost ready. Okay, great. Okay. That's what we're doing, son. That's what we're doing, son. We're putting in the creamer. We're putting the creamer, creamer. Give me the creamer. What is this, crazy? What is this, crazy town? You making coffee? Okay. Taste the coffee. Okay. Taste the coffee. Yeah. Taste the coffee. Yeah. Taste the coffee. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's great coffee. That's great coffee. You guys able to see my doggy? Oh, he's got a big head. Roogie's got a big head. He makes him so cute. He's so sweet to me. He knows not to bite me or anything, you know. He's so gentle with me. God, that fucking headbutt, I'm still feeling it today, man. Ugh, feeling it in my nose. I would love for, man, let's retweet that, Hash. That's beautiful, brother. Who is Professor Scott Aronson? I'm going to retweet that. That is a beautiful thing, homie. I totally agree. They should deactivate his fucking account. Your promoted tweet is on its way. Six impressions. Seven impressions. Nine, 12 impressions. 13 impressions. 15 impressions. They're about to shut it down. There's no way they're gonna fucking take my money on this one. That's by a Beazle. Lurch, cheers. Carson, hey, big thick head, we love you, but don't hurt Nay. Total engagements on. Ooh, somebody engaged with my tweet. Someone engaged with my tweet. Someone engaged with my tweet. 16. Someone engaged with my tweet. 16. Someone engaged with my tweet. 16. 17. Quantum computer professor at MIT. Not sure. Still at MIT. He is brilliant. "20 impressions. They're so not promoting it. 22 impressions, 3 engagements. You guys should all retweet that tweet, man. It doesn't look like Twitter's going to take my 50 bucks. I knew they weren't going to. 26 impressions. They don't want my money. 27. "30 impressions, 5 total engagements. 32 impressions, 5 total engagements. They're saying this is a violation of Twitter's terms of service or something in their promoted tweets. I bet. 37. If you guys retweet it, 57. Whoa, it just went from 37 to 57. 59. That was a hell of a jump. 60. Karsten, thank you. Dude, it just jumped massively. 63. It's almost like they promoted it. I don't want to look yet, but 67. Holy fuck, dude. That's really good. It's doing really well. You guys, if you guys are retweeting it, keep retweeting it, man. It says I've got 2 retweets. And I've already got 67 fucking impressions. Come on, you guys. Get on there and retweet that tweet. 69. It's the tweet from Hash. $70. It's got 3 retweets now, guys. It's a tweet, it's a quote from Hash that Hash put it up. It said, "I would love for Twitter to deactivate Trump's account, not for any ideological, it's so hard for me to say. Not ideological, there it is. Not for any ideological reason, simply for Trump's hundreds of past violations of Twitter's terms of service." Professor Scott Aronson. It's got 200 impressions, guys. You guys have retweeted it 6 times. I don't think Twitter's gonna fucking promote it, but it's got 208 impressions, and that's insane. Oh, you retweeted it at Donald Trump? Oh, fuck, dude, it's gonna get seen. I bet some people are gonna see it now, bro. If you retweet that shit at people like Kaylee fucking McEnany. Someone retweeted at Kaylee McEnany. Who's going to retweet it at Kaylee McEnany? Someone needs to retweet it at Charlie Kirk. Someone needs to retweet it at Ben Shapiro. Someone needs to retweet it at Candace Owens. Marilio Vargas says, "I.O. these Trumpies are salty." Someone just retweeted it again, whoever that was, thank you. Ideological. It's hard to say. Ideological reason. Simply for Trump's hundreds of past violations of Twitter's terms of service. I would love to not hear from him anymore. Someone needs to retweet that at Donald Trump Jr. Someone should retweet that at Ivanka Trump. Someone should retweet that at Jared Kushner. Someone should retweet that at Michael Malice, but do it with caution if you tweet it at Michael Malice. Someone should retweet that at Lee Camp. I only have 7 retweets, guys. I only have 7 retweets. Someone should retweet that at Graham Elwood. Someone should retweet that at Jimmy Dore. Someone should retweet that at Miserable Lib. Someone should retweet that at Ron Placone. Someone should retweet that at Kyle Kalinske. Someone should retweet that at David Pakman. Someone should retweet that. Someone should retweet it. Check this out. Someone should retweet this right now to David Crosby. Who's the first person to retweet this to David Crosby? Who's going to retweet this to David Crosby? Anybody that tries to do good, they try to make them look crazy. Max James. Need help with music video. I can't find. Don't know the song. African American lady works in a diner. She's in her 20s. Daydreams and has magic shoes that glow. In a diner. I keep trying to think of a Michael Jackson video for you, bro. He had a diamond glove. That's what it was. Done, sir. Karsten, I love it. Kalinsky, Packman, Kirk, Owens. Thank you, Karsten. I love you, brother. Thank you. Detail expands 14. It's only got 14 people looked at the tweet. It says it's only got 10 retweets. You only get credit for, I think, one of your retweets, but it says overall I got 255 impressions. Now it went to 258. Guaranteed that Twitter's not, they've totally not allowing it to be promoted. How many people will retweet this at Twitter? How many will retweet this at Jack? Can I get all of you to retweet this? Oh, Doc, my last tweet. It says, I would love for Twitter to deactivate Trump's account. Not for any ideological reason, simply for Trump's hundreds of past violations of Twitter's terms of service. It's from Professor Scott Aronson, and it was posted to me from our friend Hash here in the Gardner chat. And I would love for you to retweet this at exactly who I'm asking you to read. It's only got 15 detail expands. It's only got 5 likes. It's only got 5 likes and 10 retweets. But I would love for you to tweet this at David Crosby. First and foremost, David Crosby. He likes to retweet. Secondly, Graham Elwood. He likes to retweet. Tweet this at Graham Elwood. Tweet this at Tim Black. Tweet it at Tim Black. You know, if you've ever been penalized from Twitter before, for anything on Twitter, then the president should be held accountable for all of his violations. You know? I've been punished by Twitter before. I'd press number 1 if I was taking a poll right now and saying press number 1 if you've ever been punished by Twitter for something you posted on their service, which was your opinion that they didn't like. Kush Cash, go download it for me, buddy. Go download Twitter. It's awesome. We're all on it. Thank you, guys. It's we actually have a nice voice here when we work it. 274 impressions, 37 engagements, 15 detail expands, 12 retweets, 5 likes, 5 profile clicks. You guys, retweet. Now when you do retweets, retweet with a comment. Retweet with a comment. Retweet it back at Nays Garden. Add me in there. Put www.naysgarden.com. Put, you know, hashtag triage oil. You know, get creative. Add things. Oh, no law regarding cannabis. Put hashtag no law regarding cannabis. NLRC. Let's see what we can do with this, guys. Let's make this explode, man. How many people can you retweet this at? Do you realize if someone like David Crosby retweets this, or, you know, someone, you know, send it to Alyssa Milano. Send it to, retweet it to, John Cusack. Retweet it to, Carl Reiner. Or is it Rob Reiner? Whatever his fucking name is. You know? Tweet it at anybody. Anybody. Don't spam it at Michael Malice. Don't send it to Michael Malice. Do not send it to Michael Malice. Yeah, Rob Reiner, not Carl Reiner. Right, Rob Reiner, he's the crazy one. These motherfuckers will retweet that shit, bro. They will retweet that shit. They won't even care who the fuck I am. They won't look into who the fuck I am. They're just gonna hit retweet, bro. Those people are fucking crazy. $289, $290. Total engagements 39. Detail. Retweets 13. Likes 6. You guys, all of you guys that retweeted it, 6 of you guys liked it. Thank you. If it's only 6 of you doing it, that's cool. If I've got more than 6 people, go back and like that. Don't forget, go back and hit like on that tweet and leave a comment on it. And then do a retweet with a comment on it. Retweet it back at Nay's Garden. And retweet it at a whole bunch of other people that we're talking about here. Let's get crazy. We're about to hit 300 impressions. I want to see those total engagements go up. You know, I'd love to hit, it's at 39. I'd love to see it at least hit 50, you know, in the next few minutes. Total engagements. And if you guys leave a like, if you guys leave a comment, those are all engagements. All you got to do is leave a like and a comment. Start a conversation on the tweet. You know? Say something like, hey, Twitter's punished me before. Why don't they punish Donald Trump? You know, you could say, and you could do it at Donald Trump, at Real Donald Trump, at Real Tim Black, at Tim Pool. Send it to Tim Pool, at Timcast. So 296 impressions, 13 retweets, and they still won't promote it. Guaranteed they won't promote it. Violation of their terms of service. It's not a violation of their terms of service. It has everything to do with Twitter, not politics. It's this guy's been on here, okay? This man, the man, Donald Trump, he's been on here breaking your rules. You enforce your rules against us, but you don't enforce them against him. We're sick of it. You need to fucking enforce them against him too. Deactivate his fucking account. You know? I think that's fair. It's hanging at 297. You guys, will you please listen to me? Hey Australia, what's up, Cooliz? Can't Novska. I love you. You're beautiful. Mwah. I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. 300. Okay, we broke 300. Hey, total engagement's 41. You guys are doing good. Good. So just go comment, start a conversation, and you can leave multiple comments, right? I see a pretty woman and I just lose my shit. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible person. I'm so lonely. So lonely. So many lonely moments. Oh, I just smacked my heel on the back of my fucking chair. Oh, you love me? Hold me. 309 impressions. Everybody, please go on Twitter right now and retweet this tweet at all of the people that I'm asking you to retweet it at. I've got 42 interactions, 43 now, from you guys. You guys are starting to interact with it. You're bringing those interactions up. And who knows, maybe if you guys interact enough with this tweet, maybe they will promote it. If you guys keep retweeting it, if like someone like David Crosby retweets it, if someone like John Cusack retweets it, If someone like, you know, think of people who hate Donald Trump on Twitter. Don't ever let me go, Cooliz. Message me, Cooliz, and teach me how to say your name right so I can whisper it in your ear. Oh. Oh. Oh, God. I'm so pathetic. Oh, God. It's that jaw, man. So how could anybody say no to that? God. Ugh. I can't stop looking. I keep glancing over at it. I keep looking at your avatar over there. I remember you came in a while back. And said hello. I go on retweeting. Karsten, thank you. Thank you so much. Cooliz? Okay, cool. Cooliz. Cooliz. Kantanovska. Kantanovska. Cooliz Kantanovska. Cooliz Kantanovska. Is that a thick enough accent for you? Cooliz Kantanovska. My little babushka. $330 impressions here. Yes, David Crosby's got Doc. I'll find him for you. Okay, I'll find David Crosby real quick. Here, give me a second. I believe it's. He's got I think he's got something funky going on with his name there. Let me just see. There we go. Okay. At the David Crosby, Crosby. At the David Crosby, Crosby. Cool is cool as. Yeah, you are. At the David Crosby. Kiss me or I will crush you. Kiss me. Kiss me or I'll crush you. With my bear hug. 46, guys. We're almost there to 50 interactions. 342 impressions. So they're not going to promote it, but you guys promoted the hell out of it. What is that? 14 retweets, guys. 14 freaking retweets. That's unbelievable. Hopefully some more people will jump on that as they see it, you know? That'll be really nice. Be really nice. $46. Let's get that up to 50. We just need 4 more engagements, guys. Just 4 more of you need to chat on it. Just leave a chat. If you've already liked it, you can leave another chat on it. You know, talk about my show. Talk about the garden. Talk about what you've learned here. Talk about triage oil. You know, turn people onto my website, naysgarden.com. Tell people about, go on there right now, leave a little comment and say, hey, everybody should go check out naysgarden.com and check out the interviews. Or say, hey, Nay's live right now. You guys could all go on there right now and leave a comment and say, yo, Nay's live right now, and leave a link to my live stream. There's so much you guys could do on there. So many moments. I know my total engagements is about to explode. Let me see what you guys are about to do for me. What's my Twitter, honey? It's Nay's Garden, at Nay's Garden. Definitely message me on there. Private message me. At Nay's Garden, Nays. On Twitter, naysgarden.com, Nay's Garden everywhere. I'll be waiting for my instant message from you. Okay, there's 47 engagements. Somebody did something. I know you guys can do all kinds of talking on that thread. You can leave links to the website. You can talk about the things I talk about. You can talk about the garden. You can talk about the amount of cannabis that I grew this year. You could talk about how awesome the audience is. You could talk about all the friends you've made watching the show. You can retweet. You can continue to retweet it at different people. There's, as of right now, it says there's only 6 replies to the tweet. 6 and only 6 likes. $49 total engagements, guys. You guys are doing good, man. You guys are in there fucking kicking ass. Lonnie Lee Reed, what's up? Couch Club 2020, that's what's up. Join us. Couch Club, son. Lonnie Lee Reed. You are the man. You are the subverters of subverters. You are the king troll. Where's my dog, Lonnie Lee? For I have lost, sorry, Lonnie. I've lost, track of where my doggy is. There he is. There's my little doggy. Hey, little doggy. Who's my little baby boy? Oh, we're gonna clean that right up. No problem. 'Cause you're my baby boy. You're my baby boy. My baby boy. How long have we been live for? Only 3 hours and 18 minutes. Psst. Lonnie Lee Reed, you are the king of trolls, my friend. You are the king of all king trolls, my friend. You are the subverter of subversion, subverters. 50 total engagements. We've got 355 impressions, 14 retweets, 8 replies. It's got how many likes? 6. The last time I checked, it still has 6 likes. Does that mean Cool is, are you gonna come over and be my woman? You love the dog too? You've got 4 dogs? You bring the 4 dogs. Bring them over. Rogie loves all dogs. You come over and we'll go for tractor rides. We'll go out and fire the guns off and shit. I'll play guitar for you. It'll be great. I basically don't do any of that shit because I got nobody to do it for. I have no audience. You know what I mean? Hey, Rogie. Oh, I was going to clean his ear out. Baby bobblehead, Rogan. Bye, Lonnie Lee. Thanks for the spam, bro. Yeah, Coolies, you're coming out? All right, I look forward to hearing from you in my inbox on Twitter, Coolies. It's Nays Garden. All right. I'm out of here, guys. 3 hours, 20-minute show is perfect. Still got 20 people watching. It says a lot, man. I can hold your attention. No audience? What am I, chopped liver? Lol. No audience? No. I mean in person, honey. I mean sitting here in person with me. Of course you are. Of course you count out there, and I appreciate that. But I was talking about more face to face. So let me tell you about my friend Ron Placone. Ron Placone is perhaps one of the funniest guys I know. And he has a real subtle way of doing it, but he'll get you. If you listen to him and you pay attention to him, he'll make you laugh. And he's done a lot of writing for Jimmy Dore, and he's appeared on the Jimmy Dore show more times than you can count. He's got his own show called Get Your News On with Ron, and you should check that show out. It's on YouTube. The channel is called Ron Placone. Please go subscribe to that channel, Ron Placone on YouTube, and make sure you, when you do, hit notifications and click all, so you get notified every time he goes live. And we might meet up there as audience members when he goes live, which would be great because he's so much fun. He's ronplacone.com, and he's also Ron and LucyandRon.com. Great website. It's a comic that he writes. I'm going to take this guy for a walk. Also, check him out on Instagram at Ron Placone. Twitter, you tweet a news article to Ron Placone, and he'll read it out on his show on YouTube at Ron Placone. Make sure you follow him on Twitter, follow him on Instagram at Ron Placone, follow him on follow him on Facebook, Ron Placone. Find Ron Placone, find Nays Garden, and all the other people that I mentioned before when I was telling you guys who to tweet at. It's all on my website, naysgarden.com. It's all listed there on the front page. Just scroll through and read everything. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Bye, Coolies. You guys, the rest of you, everybody, thank you so much for so many of you staying and watching for over 3 hours. It's a marathon, and I appreciate you all. Love you guys. Take care. Here's 20 seconds of me waving goodbye because I love you guys, and you're definitely worth me at least making sure that you all know that the show is over and that it's ending, and I'm saying goodbye, so you all know. Love you all. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye. Au revoir. I will see you guys soon, okay? I'll see you guys really soon. Next show, this afternoon. I'll see you guys really soon. The next show will be afternoon. I will see you guys really soon. The next show will be afternoon. Or maybe not. It might be way too hot. Or maybe too cold. I might be too old. Or it might be sold. I might find MSM to come buy me out. And then I'll give a shout and say, hey, I'm a multi-millionaire. That's right. I'm not coming on the air anymore. No, buying some homes over there. I'm going to mac out. Because I'm trying to give me a shout. naysgarden.com. Check it out. naysgarden.com. Check it out, guys. naysgarden.com. Go check out the interviews at naysgarden.com. Love you guys. Make videos of this and put it on Twitter. And send it to Graham, our friend Graham Elwood, and our friend Ron Placone. And send that little rap to Lee Camp. All right? Love you guys. Bye.